wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the KVJ show. How's everybody doing here today? Good to see you all. Yeah.
So, I mean, people are just on the edge of their seat about the Bronx. Is it the Bronx? Is it Corona Kev now?
Well, the shirt says it all, so I don't have to keep saying, yeah. The shirt says the Bronx, so I got it on there. I knew it was the Bronx, and I knew this was going to happen as this stupid pandemic kept going on. I'm like, is this thing going to end? Because if you know anything about the show and you've listened for a while, you know I have chronic bronchitis. And it pops up, I don't know when, usually in July. Every year I get it. And I knew the worst thing you can do right now in society is cough. And I came in was it 2 days ago now? I came in here and I woke up in the morning. I'm like, oh man, I felt it a little bit. I'm like, okay, I think I can make it happen. Started coughing, and then I was I was torn because I could have done yesterday, no problem. But I was coughing enough where I'm going to cough someplace and somebody's going to notice, and they're going to be like, Kevin was at the radio station coughing.
On everyone.
And I know what it is. I didn't have a fever. I checked all that. I had no other symptoms. I know what this is. It's bronchitis.
It's chronic, too. It's something that you've always had.
I'll always have it. I'm sure it's one day what will take me out. It's just, I live with the Bronx. It's like it's like the Hulk. He's got that thing in his body that just lays dormant, and then every now and then, the rage comes out.
You're the face of bronchitis. You're the face of the Bronx.
I am. I'm the face of the Bronx. I've got it. I know my mom has it. I have it. It's just a genetic thing or whatever, and it's what goes on. So I thought I was going to be okay, but I knew I had to let somebody know because I started coughing pretty hard a couple nights ago. And sure enough, see, I didn't want to go right away to MD Now because I knew I could have, but what I was afraid of is they're going to say, well, we think it's bronchitis, but let's do a coronavirus test, and maybe you'll get the results in 3 to 5 days, and then I would have been out all week. And I was just really trying to avoid that because I knew what it was. And they said, yeah, you can't come in if you're coughing. And I was like, okay, I figured. So I went to MD Now yesterday, and I talked to the guy, and he looked at because I come in the same time every year. And he looked at my throat, and, he's like, yeah, you don't have a fever. He's like, you don't have anything. He's like, yeah, you have bronchitis. So he gave me my usual Z-Pack. I just would like to have the Z-Pack mailed to my house every July. Just be like, go on ahead and just send it to me because you know I'm going to have it sometime in the next 6 weeks, and thank you. So
you had Virginia all confused. She thought it was July yesterday. She's like, that was July.
Yeah, because you said, I always get it in July. And so I left here thinking, oh, yeah, he always gets it in July. It's July. And then it took me like a day to remember that it was August.
Yeah. Well, I threw you off, and I know that because I knew it was coming. And, I did the cleanse, and I've been talking about boosting up my immune system, and you know what this whole thing is, the bronchitis, it taught me a lesson. It said, you can't keep me at bay. If I want you, I got you. You're my bee. And that's what, because I've done nothing. I can't tell you the last time I was ever this intense with trying to boost up the immune system. And boom, it got me.
Bottom line is, Bronx looks good on you. Got a glow about you.
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm day 2 of the antibiotics, and so I'm cranking. I'm good. I'm back. But
you look like you're in your prime.
Yeah. But boy, I could tell there were a lot of people when I was a little bit iffy yesterday. People were just dying to be like, oh, he went to church on Sunday, and
bitch, you got coronavirus.
They could not wait.
Oh.
They were hoping.
I was getting shame because of you, because I was out in public, and it was like, oh, well, Kevin's probably got coronavirus, so yeah, good idea, Bird. Just go out in public. At that point, though, I already knew you had bronchitis.
Right.
So you don't know everything.
I can't tell you how many people were rooting for me to have coronavirus.
It's weird.
They were so corona hopeful. They're like going, see, told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go. So I'm back. Got the bronchitis. But yeah, I think people forget there are other disease and it's not just if you're sick. It doesn't just mean you have coronavirus. There are still other things you could get.
Yeah, like fake pink eye.
Yeah, you're right. It's still out there. So there you go. So we are back after a one-day hiatus. Check us out, KVJ TV. It's up and cranking right now on YouTube.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, Britney Spears has made a request of the courts concerning the conservatorship that her dad has had for more than 12 years now. What is she officially asking for? I'll tell you coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, Stacey Dash and her soon-to-be ex-husband, Jeffrey is his name. I guess they both decided, okay, we rushed into this marriage thing too quickly. We probably didn't get to know each other well enough. And he said, in trying to dissolve this marriage, that she hypnotized him using prayer techniques and tricked him into marrying her.
What?
She said things like, it's God's will that we get married, and put serious religious pressure on him.
Wow.
And then he says he did it, even though he knew it wasn't the right thing to do. And so now they're asking the judge to annul the marriage based on hypnotic prayer and convincing through hypnotism.
Will that hold up in court?
I don't know.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that in a Judge Judy court.
She tricked you with hypnotic prayer? Okay, I've never heard that before.
It's an interesting technique. I wouldn't see that one coming.
The guy who was the vice chairman of NBC Universal has just stepped down following a little scandal where, I guess, whoopsie, he forgot he was married and hooked up with the little chickie poo. Now, this is the same girl that, I guess, took down the CEO of Warner Brothers because he also sampled the flavors.
Wow, what is this? Same girl?
She's cute, but I mean,
You're not sweating her?
I'm not sweating her for throwing away your career.
She's got a type, huh?
Charlotte Kirk is her name.
I'm looking her up.
She took down the chief of Warner Brothers. Kevin was his name. He was fired last year over this scandal from hooking up with her. And then, now the vice chairman of NBC Universal, Ron Meyer, is out over his affair with the same chick.
Dang.
It was consensual?
I think maybe it was consensual, and then she started blackmailing him, was how it sounds like with this Ron Meyer guy.
That ain't cool.
Yeah.
None of it's cool.
None of it's cool. I mean,
Right.
I'm sure Ron Meyer's wife's not happy about all this because not only is she finding out her husband cheated on her, but her big payday daddy is now out of a job.
So is this woman that had the affair with the guy that's blasting him, is she getting any money or is she winning anything out of this other than the notoriety?
I don't think so. I don't see where she is just yet. She was an actress. And so what she did was, I guess she was hooking up with a lot of guys in Hollywood and getting roles for that. And I don't know if the CEOs and the vice presidents of these companies were involved in her getting those roles, but they say that's what was going on. She was getting acting gigs.
We call it the casting couch.
Yeah, so it's fascinating. And finally here, Britney Spears is officially asking the court to take her dad off of her conservatorship that he has held for more than 12 years. She said in a court filing on Monday that she strongly opposes him returning as conservator. In his place, she strongly prefers her care manager, this chick that's been kind of caring for her. The conservatorship, there's one side of it that's money, and there's one side of it that's medical.
Okay.
And so this chick has been handling the medical, and Britney wants the chick to handle the medical and the money. But as you can imagine, I'm sure her dad is going to oppose that because he gets paid
Right.
to be the conservator of the whole entire
That's
thing.
been pretty much it. I mean, how many people has she kept afloat? She got her dad. She got K-Fed.
And we don't even know. I mean, it goes way deeper than that. Mm-hmm. It's probably 50 people on the payroll that she takes care of that are very well paid every single year.
Right.
So the hashtag Free Britney movement continues to grow on social media because a lot of people are saying that her dad is the one that's trapping her, that she needs the freedom from. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
The best variety from the 2000s, 10s, and today, and your home for the KVJ Show. 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What do you think about today, Jay Bird? Bless you. You're thinking sneezes, huh?
The worst time.
Yeah.
I did the, what's that called, that technique? The elbow. I sneezed in my elbow.
Yeah.
I don't want to get called out.
It's kind of like a block.
Yeah, it blocks the sneeze just in
Snot
case.
block.
It's snot block.
Mm-hmm.
What's on my mind is thank you to the people who sent me the Girl Scout article. Fat Kevin, did you see that they are making a new French toast inspired cookie?
I did not know that, no.
And it looks good. I'm going to try to show you guys on KVJ TV what it looks like. Doesn't that look nice?
Those look good.
Ooh, I love it. I like when they make new cookies. I wrote down a few ideas that if the Girl Scout cookie people are listening, let me know what you guys think, especially you, Fat Kevin. The Cocoa Crispy, or you could call it the Crazy for Krispies. It's basically a Keebler Rice Krispie treat, but it's made with chocolate and it's in cookie form. That can be delicious.
Yeah.
When you're eating it, you get little crispy nuggets in your mouth.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
You're buying on that one?
I'm in.
Okay, something like this. You got to make it like a cute name, so I'm calling this one, How Do You Like Dem Apples? It's a caramel apple cookie. It's got little chunks in the cookie. You got the caramel, like a river of caramel in the cookie, and chunks of apple in there. It would pair so sweet and nicely with a Mott's apple juice.
It's not bad. You got Kev at caramel. You kind of lost him a bit at apple. He was a little afraid of fruit.
But the top is going to be frosting.
Okay.
Back
All
in.
right. Okay.
All right, and my last one, the bread pudding pounder. It's basically it's like a bread pudding cookie made in cookie form. No one's doing that. I love bread pudding.
You do?
I love bread pudding, and if
Okay.
you made that in cookie form, delicious.
Think so? Okay.
Yeah. So if the Girl Scout cookie people are listening, I'd love to have a sit down with you. I've got ideas.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. You always say, why you don't work for a food company? I have no idea.
Don't get me started with McDonald's because I have notes.
Oh, I know.
I have notes.
He has that's the only thing he has files for. Ideas for food places.
They're very organized files, believe it or not, because they mean something to me.
Right. That you're going to keep a good file of. Virginia, what do you got on your mind today?
Well, I feel like I got a mosquito bite on my arm the other day, but my arm is like super sore. And I was looking at it this morning, and I don't think it's a mosquito bite. I think I got bit by a spider on my arm.
Oh my gosh. You have web hanging from your pinky. Ew.
It's like a round, big with a hole in the middle.
It looks like a nipple.
I know.
Look at that.
It does look like a nipple.
Does it seem to have like two little holes? 'Cause I think I'd had that once, and yeah, I remember when I had that, what was it on my finger or something like that?
It looks like one little hole, but I don't know.
It looks like one hole, Kevin.
It looks like a nipple.
It does look like a nipple, Kevin.
And I'm like, oh, I've been having a headache for the past day. Can a spider bite give you a headache?
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom got bit by a spider. She didn't realize it was a spider till about 3 weeks after. Her leg was swollen. She couldn't walk anymore. Had terrible headaches. Yeah.
I'm going to stay on it because my arm is super, super sore, and that does not look like a mosquito bite. That's a nipple.
Thank God you don't have to pitch today.
Yeah, I get those too. I think some people just react worse to bug bites. I'm one of those people that the smallest bite and my whole half my body's taken over with whatever it is.
Yeah, he's right. For whatever reason, sea lice hate my body. I could swim in a sea lice ocean and I wouldn't get any sea lice.
Really?
Yeah, they never want to attack me.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very odd. My wife never gets mosquito bites. They never touch her. And we'll be sitting side by side out back, and they're all over me.
They seek you out.
You can't even see me. I'm covered in mosquitoes. And she's fine. She won't get one. It's crazy. Yeah, who knows what that might be. What I got on my mind today, I'm very excited to see that since the first time since 2018, the Miami Heat are in the NBA playoffs. And they started off great yesterday with a big old win over the Indiana Pacers. Not too surprised there. 113-101 was the final score. So congrats to them. Jimmy Butler had a solid game, 28 points. Goran Dragic had 24. So as soon as they take care of the Pacers, they're going to be moving on and facing the winner of the Bucks and Magic. Magic, I think, beat the Bucks yesterday, so a little upset there. So I like to talk about sports whenever I can, and whenever South Florida is doing well, I like to mention it. Unfortunately, the Marlins have kind of come back down to earth.
Oh, there's a baseball story I would love to talk about, but people would be so mad, including Virginia. But
Yeah.
it's so annoying to me.
It's the 3-0, isn't it?
It is the
I
3-0.
know.
You know
I
me
know.
so
I know what you're
well.
talking about. Yeah, I knew it.
It's amazing.
I
that.
knew it. Yeah, you're right. Nobody would like that story here. You know, if I ever fire up Kev's other sports show, then,
Oh, man.
yeah, well, all you can handle.
I'd love to have it. And my dad said he'd be a permanent guest as long as you mix in tennis. Yes.
We'll talk about tennis and boring baseball stories. And just hear the ratings going down. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, people want to know, how is Rocco doing with his online schooling? Virtual schooling is the way, and Broward County, congratulations. You guys get to jump back into it today. Going to be going on. Virginia will update us on that and the latest with the chaos. You can also let us know, how is your kid's schooling going? If your kid is at school, is it going okay? If they're at home, is that going well? We'll catch up with it next.
Check out KVJ TV on YouTube or just log on to kvjshow.com to watch the show now. Powered by Cleveland Clinic, where every life deserves world-class care. Now, back to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
People were wondering, Virginia, because just the other day on the show, you were talking about how you saw a spider in your car. Do you think that's what got you?
Probably. I mean, I never found the spider. I was trying to kill the spider.
Right.
The spider got away. I did not kill him. And then, yeah, now I have a spider bite on my arm, and the arm hurts.
What could be going on there?
Are you moving quicker, faster, more agile?
No, I feel none of the cool effects of being bit by a spider. I don't think it was radioactive.
Could you imagine if Virginia had legit Spider-Man or Spider-Woman powers? She would be the worst.
It'd be terrifying, yeah.
Oh, as soon as you're saying something she doesn't like, web in the mouth.
Right. Oh, that's you. Without a doubt, use her powers for evil.
Totally.
I don't hate it.
Somebody did say to keep an eye on the bite. Should it start to blister, that'd be cellulitis.
Yeah. My mom had that too. I know
Yeah.
I sound like I'm disease bragging over here with my mom's
you always
condition.
You can't have anything in the room with this guy. He's always got to top you.
Jason and One Up Pennington.
He's got something to say over here. People also want to know, how is your son Rocco doing with his homeschooling?
Well, he quit kindergarten twice yesterday.
He retired? He's out?
He quit twice. Okay.
Oh, boy.
So you said day one it was a breeze. Everything was great.
Day one, he did good because it was fun to him. But I think now the novelty of it is wearing off.
Okay.
And the actual, you know, it's tricky because he's removed from the classroom. He's in his house. He's in his own environment. And so it's tricky to keep him focused on what they're doing on the little Zoom call.
Yeah, the novelty wears off after day two. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where he is, huh?
We all take turns. Grandma had him yesterday. Today, Magnolia has him. And so when I get home, I'll pick up the slack from Magnolia. But it's rough because he doesn't do well when I'm doing the kindergarten with him.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic when it comes to educating kids. It depends upon who is standing over them.
Their own parent sometimes, depending on the kid, isn't the best. And Rocco's kindergarten teacher and I talked about this, and she said, you know, you're not different. A lot of parents hear that from the teacher. Oh, yeah, your kid's great, unless you're watching them.
It's that way with coaching your kid, too.
Yeah.
I would love a crack at trying to teach him just to see if he could do it. Not obviously teach the lessons, but help him, because that's what I used to do at the baseball camp. I'd have to teach kids baseball that did not want to play baseball, and you got to make it fun into a game. I wonder if I could maybe get Rocco on the right path.
We just need him to stay glued into what's going on and present, and that's the hard part. He wants to get up and go play with his toys or get a snack. He got in trouble yesterday because his teacher busted him eating snacks.
I get it, kid.
During a lesson.
I get it.
And you're not supposed to eat during class. So yeah,
it's not as fun as regular life, so it's starting to settle in. So does this change your feeling at all about sending Rocco into a school where maybe he might be more plugged in, or are you like, nah, I'm still much happier having him at home doing it online?
I guess for now, I'm happier having him online at home. But when his sister starts school coming up at the end of this month, who's going to watch him? He's going to be half the time just, we're trusting him to do the kindergarten by himself. He's not going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard what's going on with the Martin County schools? I know they kind of kicked back open, and then they had a couple cases, and they had to quarantine and go back to online. And I know a lot of universities, I've heard probably about 5 or 6 that have had to do that, where the kids, they had a little break out of COVID, and they're like, do online.
Colleges.
Yeah, they've got quite a few Martin County schools that now have had kids and teachers that are quarantining and switching it up.
Yeah, I just saw today that a lot of these schools, they may stay open even if a student has COVID. They're just going to try to do better testing and just say, all right, you need to stay home until we know that you're COVID-free, because they don't want to have to shut down a school every time somebody tests positive for it. So
I'm sure everyone will get on the same page.
Yeah.
It's a strange new world.
It is. Well, Broward starts at it today. They open up for the virtual learning only. So they're back in it today, and then you've got Palm Beach County and Miami-Dade. They start up on August 31st. So it's coming up. Now, what about the face coverings? I saw a report on this, and it looks like they're going to require kids to have face coverings for most of the school day when the school opens for phase 2.
Yeah, I don't see any pushback at all. I don't think there's going to be any kind of arguing.
They're going to have to, yeah. They have to make sure that the mask fits snugly, no holes, no gaps. They can't have offensive wording on them. No plastic face shields. They will be permitted to replace a traditional mask only with a medical exemption.
I have confidence.
Yeah.
For just the other day, I felt so bad for Rocco's kindergarten teacher. She's half the class she has online, and she's teaching them online. But the other class, the other half, they're in there. They're in the room. And so she's got to navigate both these crazy worlds at once.
That's crazy. That is
was
tough.
reprimanding this one child who was eating his mask. He was eating it.
I've seen a lot of funny little videos where teachers are like trying to show what it's like trying to teach us. You're right, eating masks and doing crazy stuff and keeping masks on kids.
I feel for these teachers, man.
It was tough enough before. They say the neck gaiters, like Jaybird wears, and the open chin triangle bandana is going to be banned.
Got called out last night for it.
Oh, you did?
I sent you a list of everything I got called out for. I had a banner day yesterday.
Yeah, I can't wait. We're getting to that coming up.
Hashtag doing it wrong.
Every yes, we'll get to it.
They say kids will have to wear their masks in the classroom and on the bus, but not if they're eating, exercising, or acting in a play.
But what about the spittle while they're eating, Kevin? The spittle.
Yeah, this is just the way it is.
Kevin, the spittle.
And they say that kids who refuse to wear a mask could be forced to learn from home. They'll send them home. So that might be a way if you a kid, yeah.
That's what we call a crap sandwich.
Yeah. So how far away are we from doing that? Palm Beach County yesterday, percent positive was 5.7%. And they think if we can go and sustain that 5% or below, then for 2 weeks, then they'll start sending the kids back to the actual physical schools.
You're sounding a little too positive, K, and we can't have too much.
I got a lot of positivity.
You can't have too much.
I got a lot of positivity.
Don't have too much.
I do. I got a lot of positivity. You know me. So we'll see as Broward goes back today. Good luck. Any stories you want to share about what the experience is like for you, you can let us know. 877-979-WRMF. It seems like every single school has had one. A scandal. I know when I was back in school in the day, we had an issue where our high school basketball coach, was accused and fired for filming boys in the shower.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was our whole thing. He was acquitted, but he went on to another school and got charged of it again. So.
Weird. I swear I'm innocent. It's happened twice.
Did you have a scandal, Virginia, at your school?
No, not on that level. I
Okay.
mean, there were rumors of a teacher and some frisky students.
Okay. Yeah.
But I never really knew like a confirmation of any of that. Maybe I was just naive, but
I came from a weird town, too, so... Yeah, it's
we
possible.
never had anything on that level of a coach filming boys in the locker room.
Okay.
Yeah, we had the rumors of students sleeping with a couple teachers. There was a couple teachers sleeping with other teachers that were married. The other one that was big that made the news. There's a couple that made the news. Both of them. This one was pretty big. The kid tried to rob the cafeteria. He brought a gun to school.
Oh, wow.
He robbed the cafeteria during my lunch period, and I was pretty close to what was going down. He's waving a gun around in the cafeteria. Everyone starts screaming, and then out of the blue, security speared him, and the gun went flying and took him down, and it was a big deal. The kid that brought the gun was in my science class.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Just seems like a terrible play. I mean, you don't want to go rob a place where everybody knows who you are and they got you on the roll call.
I feel like if a bullet would have gone off, I would have gotten it somehow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank God that you're here today and you're
In my prime.
bullet-free. Yeah.
Bullet-free in my prime.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so another random question for you. What is the best song about a state? Many it's out there. Georgia, Georgia. I think my favorite is probably Sweet Home Alabama.
The beginning of that's pretty rocking.
That's
a riff.
It's a couple songs about California. What you got? California Loves. Pretty solid little tune.
Isn't there a song about West Virginia?
Yeah,
West
there's Country
Virginia.
Roads.
Country
Yeah,
Roads.
Take Me Home. You're right.
That's a fun one.
I need to say that because I got my kin's from West Virginia.
Can I get an
do.
amen?
Country Road's going to be mine, yeah.
Billy Joel, Stop in Nevada. It's B-side.
What?
Stop in Nevada.
New York State of Mind.
New York State of Mind.
Yeah.
Louisiana Saturday Night.
How's
Don't
that
know
go?
that one.
Louisiana Saturday Night.
Yep, that's it.
Took a lot to write that song, huh?
It came to me all of a sudden. It was weird.
Okay, if you could move anywhere and still have a livable wage, where would you like to move? What would be your spot? I think the only place better than South Florida weather-wise is Southern California, just because they don't have the heat. It's more temperate.
They don't have the humidity.
Mm-hmm.
It's really crazy because you'll be outside and you'll be like, wow, I can breathe. It's not sticky and wet like it is in Florida.
It's hard to say where I'd want to go other than places that I've gone. I can't say Italy because I've only seen pictures and video, so I'm only going on personal experience. I would love to move to Oregon. I love it out there. It's
That's your
amazing.
place?
It's beautiful. It's so peaceful.
I think my number one still is the Keys. That's still the game plan. If I could go anywhere, I just like the vibe there.
I don't hate it either, man.
Yeah. If you could get a ticket to any show or event, what would you want a ticket to?
Question, can it be a past event?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Like you could have gone, said maybe a Woodstock.
Or see Hulk Hogan pick up Andre the Giant Brother. That's
Yeah.
how he hurt his back.
Okay.
WrestleMania 3.
Yeah. I'd say some of the top ones that would be fun, going to a Super Bowl to say that you had done that would be great. You've had some massive concert events that have happened, like a Live Aid way back in the day, your Woodstocks and all those kind of like big old music festivals that they do. Presidential inauguration would be kind of cool. Just to be up there and say that I was right in it and got to see this happen. That's a piece of history.
I was in the 9th row at the Gettysburg Address.
I don't think they had tickets to that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just say it out loud.
I think you're fine, yeah.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be some of my suggestions. And what is the grossest thing you've ever seen your significant other do? Wow.
Oh my, I don't know if I should say it.
You have an answer?
I do.
I think we need. No, you don't. I don't know if you can do my boy like that.
I just found it the other day, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then I figured it out.
You found it.
I found it.
My mind is racing, and I have so many fill-in-the-blank answers for this.
Yeah, what could that be?
I just was like, "Wait, what?"
Are you sure it's your significant others?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm 99% sure. Rocco couldn't make this.
Ooh, wow. Something left behind?
Yes, something definitely was left behind.
Oh.
And I was like, really?
Oh, man.
Okay.
I'm so glad I am not dating anybody. I do not want anything to do with this conversation.
My wife, Mexican Queen, she has several. I would say, for me, though, taking dumps in parking lots. That's the grossest.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, did it a couple weeks ago.
Wait, what?
I went into a place, had an appointment, because of COVID, nobody else could go in, and she got the call of nature, and she come back, she's like, "Ooh, I had to take a massive dump." I'm like, "Where'd you go?" She's like, "Oh, behind the car." I'm like, "What?"
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's like a dog.
Yeah. I think she almost enjoys it.
What? It sounds like she enjoys it. I'm just being honest.
I think she does.
As an
Did
outsider,
anybody see?
I hope not.
but there's cameras.
I can't tell you. I don't know.
There's cameras everywhere, of course.
That's what I said. I said, there's cameras everywhere. I said, there's no doubt somebody got you on camera doing this. I don't think she would care.
The brown eye in the sky got her. It always does.
I don't think she would care.
I don't think she'd care either.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, well, how'd you take care of, the she's like, I got wet wipes in here. I'm like, well, what do you think's going to happen when somebody finds that? They're going to be like, because it's clearly not animal at that point.
But here's the thing. There's a part of me that thinks there's a part of you that sort of likes it too.
No, I don't like it.
I
It is something where I'm in awe for many reasons. I'm in awe that she does it, and I'm in awe that it hasn't repelled me more than it has.
Yeah, you're still in it, man.
She did this when we first started dating, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was so stunned. I don't know if it oddly drew me in closer or...
How quick into the relationship was the first parking lot poop?
Within 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you've told me that before, and I had the same exact reaction.
Couldn't believe it. She's still so proud of that story.
2 weeks, that to me, that's a deal breaker. 2
Yes,
weeks in.
it is for most people. That's why I don't know what I'm more fascinated with. The fact that she does it, or the fact that I didn't take off running like I should have. Like
you are enamored with her beauty.
it was odd. I guess I'm still in 20 years later. I'm still just in awe. I'm like, she's still doing it.
When you break it down, it's actually a beautiful love story. When you break it down, you got to get some of the filth out of there. But it's romantic.
I don't know if there's anything beautiful about it. It's crazy. But yeah, that's probably the grossest, but it's still stunning. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, if you love craft beer like I love craft beer, you're going to be a big fan of this. Getting great deals on South Florida craft breweries. That's what the Ale Trail Prize Pack is all about. 13 breweries and discounts with the damn good beer bus. You just go to discoverthepalmbeaches.com and you can not only get great discounts at local South Florida craft breweries, but you can also get $50 prize packs. In fact, I got one coming up here in just a couple of minutes for you on the KVJ show. If you love the craft beer, got a little hookup for you right now, an Ale Trail Prize Pack. Putting it together, making it more convenient to find great deals on 13 of South Florida's best breweries. All you have to do is go online to discoverthepalmbeaches.com, and you can not only get great discounts at all these breweries, but also with the damn good beer bus. And you can win an overnight stay at the new A-Loft in Delray Beach, plus pick up $50 prize packs from participating breweries when you go there. So if you love craft beer, just go check that out. And I love A-Lofts, too. Those are a lot of fun. I've not stayed the one in Delray, but it's a great location. It's just right off the Ave. So you could stay there and hit a lot of really cool bars and places right there on the avenue. Got Dixie Grill and Brewery for you right now. I got a prize pack from them if you want to call up 877-979-WRMF.
Oh, we love them.
They are absolutely fantastic. They know their beer. They do some right there at Dixie, and their beer there is great. Plus, they always know the other great local ones to have, and they'll have those on tap.
Their food is amazing as well.
Yeah, the food is really good. There's so many good things to go with there. Pretzel
The
bites are
atmosphere.
fantastic. Yeah.
You're making me hungry. You said the F word. Food.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places to hang out. I always go there. My kid would play and get ready for baseball at Phipps Park. My wife and I always go to Dixie.
You say pretzel bites. I'm seeing pretzel bites. There's an explosion of pretzel bites right now.
Well, they're good.
They are.
They're like comfort food, and they're quick, and they're small, little, not too overwhelming.
And not everyone does them the same way.
No, they don't. No.
Good.
Yeah. You want them so they're kind of like just a little crisp on the outside
and soft
and warm on the inside, and a great dipping sauce.
Are you still going through your mental breakdown for I can order breakfast today? Because I know when you're sad, you like to eat fatty foods with me.
Yeah. I don't know what I am.
Oh, no.
This spider bite's got me on the run.
Oh, she's all nervous. Stop Googling stuff during commercial break.
I looked at all the symptoms and everything. I have almost all the symptoms of the spider bite.
But every time you look up a disease, you're always going to have those symptoms. Trust me. I can't tell you how many times I've had tuberculosis or whatever it's called.
The tuberculosis you get from locusts?
Yeah, exactly.
Could be a fire ant, too. I know I've been bit by those things, and I get that basically what you have right there.
I don't know.
They're no joke.
Different. I got bit by a fire ant a few weeks ago on my toe, so I know what that does to me. I've never seen what I've got going on now, this like nipple-looking bite.
Do you want me to put some aloe on it? Because I have aloe.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, I got a lot of aloe.
I bet you do.
Well, I do.
Where'd you get all this aloe from?
Well, I got a couple gifts from Denny's wife, Jen. She got me a couple aloe plants.
Ooh.
I was raised on aloe. If you got burnt, you could put aloe on it. If you had a fever, you put aloe on your forehead.
Really?
Just aloe and hot baths.
Does everything, huh?
It's the remedy in the Pennington household.
Okay, very natural of
That
you.
explains a lot.
Okay. Sherry is on here from Boynton Beach. Hello, Sherry. Cool. All right. We're going to hook you up with the prize pack. All right. All right. Very nice. Ale Trail prize pack. Going to be doing another one, too, before the end of the show. Got to make up for not being in here yesterday. So we'll do that coming up before the end of the show. Hook you up with Nobo Brewing, which is in Sherry's town, Boynton Beach. So there you go. That's going to be coming up here on the KVJ show. We got some birthdays here today to talk about. Got to say a big old happy birthday, Fat Joe. Big rapper from Miami is 50 today. Matthew Perry turns 51. Chandler from Friends. John Stamos looks amazing at 57.
He looks like he's in his 30s, I think.
Oh, he looks
does.
fantastic.
Doesn't he look like he's in his 30s?
Good-looking guy.
And Bill Clinton, who was at the Democratic National Convention last night and has a interesting little story and a photo of him out today, is turning 74.
What's that? Is it too political?
He was, no, I mean, he was getting a neck massage from one of the Jeffrey Epstein victims and Shantae Davis, and they got photos of it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. He was en route to Africa for a humanitarian trip with Jeffrey Epstein and his entourage in 2002, and the pictures were taken of him just like leaning back going, oh, that's good stuff right there. Oh, yeah. Touch old Billy.
Your sexy Bill Clinton's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was getting into it, so. He said there's nothing necessarily inappropriate with the photos, but, he's getting a little close. Happy 11th birthday, Alex, from Mom, Matt, Ashley, Max, and Nico. Also, we got a birthday wish going out to my smart, sarcastic daughter, Rebecca. Happy 12th birthday from Mommy Carolyn and the cats, Tux and Chip. Also, happy birthday to Paul, awesome brother and uncle. Love Sarah, Richard, Selena, Abriana, and Carmina. Also, a little shout out to Wendy Salgado. Happy birthday from her sister, Jessica. Thank you, guys. Love you so much from Jessica. So there you go. Yeah, welcome to the KVJ show. Quick little shout out here to Bryce, who's on his way to school, and it's his birthday today. Brandy sent that into our chat room. Happy birthday there, Bryce. Have a great day. Wherever he might be going, he's going physically. So we'll see how that all works out. I know Broward County are going to be doing the virtual stuff today, and so some people are starting to go back a little bit. We'll see how that all starts to play out. Rocco is doing his thing with the virtual schooling.
He's Martin County, so they have a choice. I think if anybody's going today to physical school, it's Martin County, right?
Probably. I'm not sure exactly what everybody's doing, and it's going to get more and more confusing. I know when you're talking about the 3 counties that are south of Martin, I think they're wanting to get to 5%, and nobody's there yet. But only Broward of the 3 is going back. So you got till August 31st for the others to go back.
Martin County knows how to party.
Is that how that goes?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll see when kids start getting back in. All right, it is time for another round of the Song Association game.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, Coach. The witch just looks like she's not ready to play. No fight. It doesn't feel good even beating her in the game.
I'm reeling from this spider bite over here. It's in my head.
I can tell. It's so weird. I can feel her energy. I can always feel it on my body. If she's in a great mood, it bounces off. If she is in a sad mood,
She's had a tough week.
Plural. Weeks.
Barely functioning.
It's kind of not fun to win when someone's that down and out.
Okay, well, let's see if she can put it together here. Did you hurt Denny's over there, Jay?
I think I broke his headphones.
My headphones were under his wheels.
Oh, boy.
I just live it hard, man. I apologize.
It was all tangled.
You just ripped them.
It's not good.
Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Song Association game. I'm going to name a word, and within 3 seconds, you guys have to start singing part to a popular song that has that word in it, or you are eliminated.
Oh, please be Spiderweb, for no doubt, for Virginia.
Okay. All right, here's what we've got. We're going to start off with Jaybird today.
Woo-hoo.
Okay, let you kick this thing off here. Okay. Your word is good.
Good vibrations. It's just a sweet sensation.
Okay. You survive. Okay. We're going to move on to Denny's next. Your word is music.
Come on, please don't stop the music, the music.
Okay.
Please don't stop the.
Great, Denny's.
Ooh.
And a fitting word here for Virginia in the Song Association game. Virginia, your word is sad.
Sad songs say so much.
That's
Okay.
right, they do.
Yeah.
So does Sad Virginia actually doesn't say so much.
No, she's sad. She's thinking she's going to die from a spider bite.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, let's have some fun. Let's play the game. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little tough to concentrate with all the sadness, man.
I know, right?
I'm over here wearing my best Chewbacca jacket. I'm ready to have
You're
fun.
having a good time. It's like, I'm going to die. Okay. All right, Jaybird, your word is tough.
Here's a tough enough.
Okay.
Ooh, you're on it today.
I know.
Okay, Denny's, your word is beautiful.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to speak for Kevin in Virginia, but I think we all got goosebumps.
Okay, Virginia, the word I'm going to give you here, the Song Association game. I give you the word. You've got to sing a part to a popular song. Your word is hot.
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Keep going, Mama. Keep going.
Feeling hot, hot,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, get into the tougher stuff here.
Hey, this is a good round.
Coincidentally, fever is a part of the spider bite symptoms. So
Oh, it is. You got a
feeling
fever
hot,
over there?
Hot, hot. Yes.
Oh, geez.
Look at that. She's down and out. She's still got those classic Virginia zingers.
I know, right? With the tinge of sadness.
It was a sad zinger.
Okay, Jaybird, your word in the third round of the Song Association game is blood.
Blood is on my face.
Oh.
Blood is on my.
Third round always gets hard.
Oh, it does.
It's not a real song.
Okay, Bird will be eliminated. Denny's, your word is stop.
Stop in the name of love.
Oh, good one.
You break my
That
heart.
officially eliminates Jaybird.
over.
Denny's wins if we get Virginia on this one. Virginia, your word is perfect. Oh. Hangs on to the win.
Man, I love that game.
That is a fun
That's
one.
such a fun game.
It
It's
is
fun to
good
play.
times. Yeah, it is good times. I know coming up here, we got a world record Wednesday. Jaybird is going to be going for the world record that was just recently set about talking backwards.
And the fun stops.
Talking backwards?
Is it? Yeah. Is it spelling the word or is it's talking it? I thought it was spelling it.
It is a woman, let me see, it says exactly here, from Minnesota that broke the Guinness World Record by spelling 56 words backward in 1 minute.
TAC cat. TAC cat.
Yeah.
You can't spell the same word over and over.
Yeah, I think you have to do multiple words.
God. Dog.
Yeah.
DOG. God.
Oh, yeah, you can do both of those.
All right.
So is that what she did? She just kept like spelling and kept going?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, well,
I did not prepare.
okay.
I'm going with just heart.
I feel it's going to go very well.
Well, speaking's my forte, Kevin.
Okay, so we're going to jump on that here in just a little bit, see how well Jaybird does on the world record, and also going to be talking about Jaybird's day of getting called out.
A lot, man. It's just one of those days. Everything I did, someone had something to say.
Yeah, we're in a very much like a call 'em out society, though. People are policing everybody, and they're saying, you're not doing it right, and we're going to let you know about it.
I think I'm agreeing with the witch on this. I think people are getting worse.
They are. They're getting squirrelier and they want to fight.
We're in a call out culture. It does the opposite. It's weird.
For you, when you get called out, you want to...
Well, usually if I'm on the air and I get called out, that's different. If it's social media, I get called out, that's different. But if I'm just in my personal life, I want peace and love and happy. I'm not trying to get into any kind of confrontation.
All right, leave me alone, huh?
Just leave me alone.
Leave me alone, man. Did you hear that there's a problem in the pizza world?
I did.
Gosh,
couple problems.
Yeah, several different things. One maybe you saw a couple days ago. Looks like Pizza Hut is filing for Chapter 11. They're going to be closing a bunch of stores.
But does that mean the same thing it meant? I remember you guys were talking about 2J's was in trouble, and I got all sad because I thought 2J's was going bye-bye. And then a month later, you come back and go, oh, no, it doesn't mean they're going bye-bye. It just means they have to reconfigure their figures.
Yeah, sometimes it means a restructuring, and there are some businesses that will file for Chapter 11, and they'll be okay. I guess it just depends. I mean, I saw Neiman Marcus was doing that as well, and they're closing a couple stores in South Florida, including their Worth Avenue store. So just what's going on with the pandemic is there are places that are doing that. It's kind of interesting because I posted the news up on Facebook, and there were a lot of people that really didn't seem to care too much about Pizza Hut. They're like, well, I hadn't had good pizza since the 80s anyway.
I miss their buffet, their Pizza Hut buffet.
Yes, but you're, again, going back, and that's what everybody cited. Be like, going, I remember it was 1984, and they had a great pizza buffet. I love Pizza Hut, but...
Cool, pandemic, buffets are gone.
Yeah, and what have you done for me lately? They're like, oh, yeah, it was if it's 1984, it's great. Something's happened.
Wow, harsh words from a fat Kevin Ralston. Okay, I like this.
Oh, I'm just telling you what other people said. I mean, I haven't had Pizza Hut since probably the 80s, too.
Really?
It's been a while.
I see. I do like Pizza Hut. But again, every store is different, too. I mean, depending on who's making it. But when Pizza Hut's on point, I like Pizza Hut.
Yeah, well, you need to go support them.
I do.
Use some help.
I feel like I do support them.
I think with the pizza game too, you got a lot of these chains that are up and coming, like your Blaze, and that are just. It goes to show you can't be a brand and just sit back on your laurels and always expect to be on top. You got to always be innovating and doing fresh stuff.
FK is right. You have to constantly reinvent yourself a little bit. And also that's what I did love about Taco Bell. They would always have these new options available for you with the old options there too.
Yeah, I think mom and pop joints and things like that have also really started to pop up. People seem to like that when it comes to pizza.
They do. I know as a pizza lover, I like mom and pops better.
You like varieties, yeah.
I feel like during the pandemic, we've ordered more pizza than we normally do just because it's easier. It's easier to have it delivered. You would think that maybe Pizza Hut would be flourishing in this time.
Let me ask you this. How many times did you guys order Pizza Hut in all of those times?
Well, they don't deliver to our house.
Exactly.
But if they did, we would.
Sure. But for whatever reason, I mean, if you go around and keep asking people, why haven't you had Pizza Hut for a while? And there's one reason after another, the end result is people aren't having Pizza Hut. And the end result is they're filing for Chapter 11. And they're going to be closing like 300 stores.
I don't know if you have these stats, and you probably don't. Is Dominoes and Papa John's, are they hurting too?
Dominoes reinvented. Remember when they came out and they had that really smart, in fact, a lot of people cite Dominoes for being shrewd because they did what Pizza Hut should have. They got that new CEO and he came out and he said, yeah, our pizza's terrible. And he said, you told us that the crust tastes like cardboard and the sauce tastes like glue. And he said, we're changing. We're doing fresh ingredients. We're revamping our pizza. And then they did the app that was trend setting ahead of, other people doing the apps where you could order and then watch where your order was and see through the whole delivery process.
Here's my thing. That was a good bit of time ago. Is Domino's still nailing it? Are they still...
I haven't heard anything different. The latest, and this is within the last year, I'd heard about the Domino's success story, how they turned it around.
The one pizza at Domino's, get the thin crust with the barbecue sauce on it, then dip it in blue cheese.
They do great stuff. Yeah, they do great stuff. And yeah, because people have been ordering pizza so much, they say that some pizza places are reporting a shortage of pepperoni and higher prices for cheese.
I saw that.
Cheese gouging.
Yeah, they say that there's no real clear reason for the shortage, but it's likely tied to meat packers cutting back on the number of employees working at a time due to the pandemic that's going on. And they say with the price of cheese also on the rise, that's causing other problems for the pizza industry. So tough times for you, Bird.
Dang, Corona taking our pepperona.
I know. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get Virginia to make fun of me over here. Trying to get her to yell.
She's wounded today.
I know.
She needs another personal day.
I'm wounded.
You can't even get on me for my bad jokes.
Yes. Virginia's out of personal days, but she needs one.
Today you should have taken one. My God.
It is World Record Wednesday, trying to attempt at another big old world record. This one was just set by a Minnesota woman who broke the Guinness World Record by spelling 56 words backward in 1 minute. They are words like most, trials, tightest, best, people, shortest. She took those words and spelled them backwards to set the world record.
3, 2, 1, go.
Most. TSOM. SLAIRT. TSCGHTID. TSEB. ELPOAP. TSETROHS. KOOL. STLEDI. TSEDAERG. PAOS. PMURA.
Wow. Okay. So they would yell it out and then you'd have to spell it backwards.
Yes.
Without having the reference.
GS. I'm just trying to... I was practicing during a commercial break.
It's tough.
It's extraordinarily tough.
Virginia, do you have the list in front of you?
I can pull it up.
Okay, here's the...
Do you want me to yell it out like that lady was yelling?
Yeah, you could, and then I'll check to see if he's spelling it correctly backwards. So it's like, for instance, you start with most, and that's TSOM.
So the record's what, 57, 58?
56 in 1 minute, so almost one word a second.
Oh, boy.
You always set the bar at KVJ standard. What is impressive? You know my ability. This is a tough one.
This is a tough one.
This is a very tough one.
And I'm sure, what she did was she studied all these words and it was just, regurgitating, blah, blah, blah. It was just muscle memory. And
she said she had to practice a lot and she had to invent her own language.
To
kind of get it. See, my fear is to get pulled over by a police officer and then give me a DUI test when I have to do and I'm not drunk, but I can't do the alphabet backwards. I can't.
It's challenging, yeah.
They really do that with people. I couldn't pass that sober.
Unless you memorize it that way, it's tough to do.
Who memorizes it?
Nobody. You can't do it backwards.
No.
Okay, so we'll see how many it gets. If you miss a word, then, I'll mark it down as doesn't count. We'll see how many you can get.
So you think I should just spell and go with the word?
Yeah, just spell and go. If you're stuck on one, let's not, sit there and try to wait till we get that right. Let's just go on ahead and I'll give you credit for how many correct you get.
That's such a great way to quarterback this thing. Good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, try to add some clarity to this chaos.
Thank you. All right, V, I'm going to go quick then.
So Virginia will just yell out the words, and then I will check the correct spelling on this. You got 60 seconds on the clock to see how many you can spell correctly.
First word, spider.
That's a long one.
Okay, 56 words. What is KVJ respectable? I would say, considering the time that she put in, I would say the over-under on this should be 7. 5 to 7.
So if I get 7 or more, that's KVJ impressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 7 is the over-under.
That would be a miracle.
I was almost going to go 5. Should I go 5?
Some of those words are really tricky, man. They're not.
Okay, maybe we'll go 5. Okay, 5 is
like
it.
them
That would
odds.
be 51 words short of the record.
But if I get 5, I can go to bed tonight thinking, you did good, kid.
Yeah, he did all
Did
right.
real good.
Yeah, he did 5 in a minute. Virginia, you think he's going to go over or under?
I think he's going to give it a good effort, but these are tricky. He's going to misspell them, and then you won't get credit for them. So I don't think he's going to make it to 5. They're tricky.
Okay.
They really are. They need to be easier words too, man.
Some of these are like, 8 and 7 letter words. That is where my brain would shut down.
I need words like fart, food. She's got 7, 9 letter words in here.
I'm going to go just over. I think maybe you'll get 6.
I don't know, man.
Suits, are you over or under on this? Suits is going over, too.
Reek, really?
Maybe over. Denny's is, you think over, Denny's?
I say he gets 10.
Oh, give me some.
Oh, wow.
Boy, yeah. Thank you, Denny's, for believing in me when you shouldn't.
He is. He's a believer. Okay, all right. Okay. There we go.
All right, Mom, I'm going to go real quick. I'm going to go real hard.
Let's do it.
Okay, all right. You got the words over there, Virginia?
I do.
Okay, I will do the judging here on how many we get correct. Okay.
Are we in this thing together?
We are in
All
it.
right.
Locked and loaded.
World Record Wednesday. 1 minute trying to break the record of spelling the most words backward. 56, the world record. On your mark, get set, and go.
Most.
TSOM. TSMO. Go.
Trials.
The LILTT.
Tightest.
SUGTR. T.
Best.
TSEB.
People.
ELOPEP.
Shortest.
TES. RJJS.
Look.
KOOL.
Adults.
SLUDA. Damn it.
Greatest.
Go. Pass.
Soap.
PAOS.
Around.
Pass.
Say it standard.
Pass.
Hope.
EPOH.
Awards.
Pass.
November.
Pass.
Second.
Pass.
Brag.
GARB.
Earliest.
Pass.
Take.
EAETKT.
Oh, not in time, but you got 6. That's what I thought. I said 6. You got 6.
I am smart.
Yes.
Oh, that's hard.
That was intense.
Anything more than 4 letters, my brain breaks.
That was intense, man. I don't know, man. I want to chase this feeling.
Wow.
I want to chase this feeling, Kevin.
Yeah, there you go. That's tough.
That's
That
a
is
tough one.
challenge.
That
Yeah.
was tough.
Well, I noticed anything that was 4 letters,
It was easy.
you could do. Yeah.
You could wrap your brain around it. More than 4 letters, you start to go,
November? I'm like, wait, what can't you spell that 4?
Yeah, well, I was just wondering, how they came up with these words, and was it the woman who broke the record that chose them?
We were trying to
And-
find out. We couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, so, and did she do that to say, okay, these are the words that set the standard? Because otherwise, let's say, for instance, just real quick, I gave you simple words,
Okay.
Jay-Bird.
This is my, all right.
Let me see here. I'll give you just like 30 seconds. See how many you
Okay.
can get. If they were easy words. Fart.
TRAF.
Which?
HCTIW.
Balls.
SLLAB.
Food.
DOOF.
Pie.
EIP.
Pizza.
AZZIP.
Math.
HTAM.
Poop.
POOP.
Mom.
MOM.
Dad.
DAD.
Bar.
R.I.D.
Crushed it. See, I mean, the words make the whole challenge.
I was impressive on that round.
You were very impressed. I mean, you crushed it on this round. Yeah, you gave your words like poop, and you're all over it. That's why I'm like, who came up with the words? That's what the whole challenge is.
What's that name for when you have a word you can spell forward and backward? They probably have that, or you can't have those words.
Is that onomatopoeia or is it something else?
An anagram.
But poop, yeah, it's the same way both ways.
Dad, Mom,
yeah,
Bob.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go. Yeah, that's your thing. If you could choose your own words, and we did mom, dad, and poop, like I think you would crush 56 in a minute. Can you practice a little bit?
I am exhausted and need pancakes. Pancakes. S-E-K-A-C-N-A-P. Pancakes. I think I did it.
I don't think he was paying attention.
Damn it.
Your greatest moments, nobody's paying attention. That pretty much sums it up.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain. Hey, you're Facebook fishing.
Well, you got schools staggered all over the country, opening up at different times, different ways. Martin County, they are open. Broward is opening today virtually. And then you still got Palm Beach and Miami-Dade. They're going to be opening up at the end of the month with virtual only. And it's just kind of interesting to sit back and see some of these schools and how they're doing. You know, we've kept an eye on Georgia to see what is going on there. Yesterday, there were a bunch of universities that are immediately going back to virtual. I know like University of North Carolina, Michigan State, I think even I saw NC State, Notre Dame. Like we're going virtual only. My son in Atlanta, he goes to his first day of classes today.
And he's not virtual.
No, he did virtual yesterday. They did the first day syllabus thing virtually. And I think he fell asleep and left his microphone on. And,
oh, no.
Yeah. So they were like, yes, you need to mute your microphone. So that's just all part of the things that people got to learn to get better at. Yeah, it's 8. He's not much of a morning person. He has an 8 o'clock class. And,
oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. And he didn't even know what it was. He just looked at his phone and it said, dude, you need to mute your microphone. And he was talking to my wife last night. He's like, I don't even know why, but somebody in my class texted me.
Dang.
He said he fell asleep for 45 minutes, so I think he was snoring into the microphone.
That can happen.
Yeah.
He got that REM. He was in that REM cycle.
Yeah, he was just, yeah. Out solid.
He woke up and felt great, though.
Oh, yes. It was refreshing. So on social media, a lot of people are venting their feelings. And of course, like everything else in today's society, things are very divisive when it comes to your opinions on kids going back to school. So we got a couple of fun posts here. One is started by Wendy, who just doesn't even care, and she's going to vent about kids and school and virtual and everything else. I'll play the role of Wendy here today.
Do you see any direction? Are we in the region of South Florida? Is there accents?
I don't know that there's any accents, but feel free if you want to add something in there.
Okay.
I mean, we got every accent possible in South Florida.
Good call.
So you can do anything, and it can still be South Florida. We'll have Jaybird, you can play the role of Amy. Virginia, you're going to play the role of Sean, and then Denny's, I'll have you be Roy.
I mean, clearly, Sean is French.
Oh, really? Okay.
Clearly.
Okay. All right, we can throw that in there. Maybe a little Creole, something like that.
Oh, Creole. I like that.
Okay. It's up Virginia's alley.
A Creole kind of like this a little bit?
I can do it.
All right, little Creole.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here's what Wendy posted up on social media.
I don't care if I sound like the biggest bee ever. My boyfriend's kid is the worst child, and I cannot wait for that demon to go back to actual school. Not some dumb, stupid virtual crap. Actual school. Enough is enough.
Sounds like you're the child in this situation. What adult goes on a public forum to blast a child? You're the worst thing to happen to that family. You may have a nice body, but you definitely have a butterface, honey.
Oh.
First of all, don't call me honey. Second, my body is banging and so is my face. I have been a model for 10 years. I have won 3 beauty titles. Count my trophies, bitch. Your family and friends love creating drama.
Okay, here comes Sean. So clearly there's something wrong and going on here. Why is there beef between you two?
Oh, Wendy. Yeah, Wendy. Used to babysit my best friend's kid. Then she started effing my friend's husband. Now she's going on Facebook and blasting their kid. She's a 22-year-old skank who stole my friend's 44-year-old husband. And it's pretty common knowledge she has an incurable STD. And she most definitely is a butterface.
Here comes Roy. You guys need to delete this or you're going to end up on the KVJ show. They do a segment where they read people's drama. I've known someone who's been featured on it.
Okay, it's definitely not in Louisiana then.
It's you,
I
Jaybird.
know, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Who's Jaybird?
Was that a dramatic pause?
That was.
Sorry, Amy.
Oh, thank you. Where's my place at? I hope this does not end up on their show. This hoe had it coming. She has already had plastic surgery and she's only 22. That's what we are dealing with, people.
Roy is right. You should delete this thread. Wendy, I don't know you, but please delete this. It makes y'all look like trailer trash. AF.
Good grief. Some of y'all need to get a sense of humor. I was just kidding with my original post, and look at how unhinged Amy is. Her lord ass cannot even take a joke. Oh. I guess I wouldn't be able to take a joke either if my body resembled an out-of-shape cow. Moo, moo, moo.
How dare thee?
I tried to warn y'all. You're going to hear yourselves on the radio in the morning.
And I tell people, please screenshot it, because when we went back to check the post, it had been removed, but luckily somebody screenshot it, sent it to us.
There's another one, too. Someone was going to send me. They were talking about our show, and then they deleted it because someone was afraid they were going to be on the radio.
Isn't that great?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Have that kind of power.
I love it.
To have that kind of power.
By the way, Kevin, my gosh, you I can tell you had a day off. You're rested because you brought the goods today.
Oh, thank you. Yes, even with a little twinge of the bronch.
Bronk who?
Yes. One more here we'll do, because it's kind of on the same theme that somebody had sent to us. It is the second post that we got here of somebody's Facebook moms group that says it's going to be safe. And boy, this starts a big old fight. Virginia, I'll let you play the role of Jen.
Okay.
Jaybird, you got Julie. I'm going to be Dennis. And Denny's, you'll be Connor. Okay.
All right, Connor.
Connor. Okay, kick it off here, Jen.
My Facebook moms group says it's going to be safe. If school opens, he is going.
I don't think I'm Dennis. Am I Dennis?
No, it's me.
Okay.
Prepare yourself.
Wow.
Hell no, he ain't.
The moms group said they will be, and they will make it as safe as possible. They don't guarantee safety.
Look, I need my me time, so he's going back.
Let's be real. Your me time is being on pills and slugging back $3 Trader Joe's wine. Then try not to act like you've been eating pills and slugging wine.
Slugging wine.
Screw you, Dennis. This is why we're not together anymore.
As a moderator, as the moms group, it's important for me to know that you don't think we are guaranteeing safety here.
Well, as a member of the moms group, it's important for me to have my me time.
You know what? He should just come and stay with me then.
Oh, so your girlfriend can keep an eye on him while you work all day? Hell no.
Well, you don't want him there, and you don't want me there either.
Here comes Connor. I get it. It hasn't been the most fun for me either, Mom. Did you guys forget that I can see this?
Honey, I didn't mean it that way.
Nice, Jen.
Shut up, Dennis.
Once again, as the moderator of the moms page, I'm going to have to ban you for conduct unbecoming of a mom. Have a safe school year.
The mom's page.
The mom's page.
Embarrassing.
I have a feeling some of the mom's pages are getting a little bit froggy these days.
Oh, every page is.
They're all getting like that. They're all yelling at each other like, I'm a better mom than you are.
Have you seen any kind of fighting going on or disagreements that are getting strong, Virginia, when it comes to your kids' schooling?
I saw a fight this morning about the Jupiter Loch Ness monster that somebody claimed they'd seen in North Jupiter on Nextdoor, and then people started fighting about it. You're not taking this serious.
Oh my gosh. Well, I know what I'm doing this weekend.
The Jupiter Loch Ness monster.
I think we got to do a little piece on that, right?
We should.
Wow, how about that? That's just Jay Bird's kind of thing.
That is, James. I think I have to get out there. I'll do an interview with that person. Don't worry, I'll wear a mask.
That's right. Don't stop caring about me now. There's actually a restaurant in Texas that did a Karen Day on Monday and they gave away free food to anybody with the name of Karen.
I had to get creative. I thought I needed to do something to give back to Karen. So I partnered up with our client here in the Heights, Chicken Cone Houston. And I just thought, if your real name is Karen, why don't we offer Karens a chicken cone when they come in and use the password, I would like to speak to the manager. Something funny to give back to anyone with the name Karen who has had the same experience as me.
40 women actually showed up and they all complained to the manager.
That's a great promotion. Very creative.
It is, if you want your restaurant flooded with a bunch of Karens.
Well, not all Karens are bad, so I think it's a nice thing to do for the nice, funny Karens that can laugh at it.
Anybody that gets offended of that, you need to really make a stiff drink and relax.
And I thought this was a solid promotion, too. A grocery store CEO gave out his own phone number so anti-maskers can call and yell at her and not her employees about it.
The buck stops here. I want to be responsible, and if there's a problem that needs to be taken care of that could escalate, I don't want to put that on anybody else but myself. It's just a simple thing. It's not Big Brother trying to control us. It's us begging you, please help me keep my people safe so they can be here to serve you. The numbers are starting to go up. I mean, people, please don't let your guard down.
Okay, there you go. That's what she's doing. So call her instead if you're going to complain.
I like it.
Yeah.
Don't put it on the poor employee that's, just in there trying to bag and make an hourly wage and just support their family. They shouldn't be involved in the fray and the fight anyway.
Exactly. They got nothing to do with this. No skin in the game. They're just trying to get a good day's wage. Now, Jaybird, apparently people were just following him around yesterday, giving him all kinds of their thoughts about how he's just not living life right.
You just have one of those days where you can't make a right move. Everyone's on your ass like flies on a rib roast.
You got called out, I would say, probably, about 7 different times yesterday?
I wrote them all down so I can make sure I keep them all straight here.
Okay, so what is everything that you got called out for yesterday?
So I went to my buddy's store. He owns an antique store where he's got all kind of memorabilia. I thought this would be a fun Facebook Live video. It's not open yet. He's in my social circle. I mean, since the pandemic, I've seen him and I know what he's been doing. So I know he's safe. I know his background. I know that he's been tested. I know all this stuff. So I get on there and I am doing the Facebook Live video and I don't have my mask on. And people started, Virginia says don't read the comments, but it is tough to not read the comments on Facebook Live because you're trying to interact with the nice people.
That's the tough thing. Any photo without a mask on anymore, people, that's the first thing they're going to look at and be like, okay, how can we call them out?
Yeah, and I was fine being called out, but because they were definitely calling me out. Oh my gosh, you should have a mask on. I thought Virginia, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. He's in my social circle.
He's in your bubble.
He's in my bubble, and it wasn't open. Like
you were the only one in there.
Only one in there. Yeah. So then people are spittle, Jaybird, spittle.
You're spitting all over the toys.
Pray you don't have corona. We'll just pray that you don't have the wrong kind of spittle, Jaybird. And then this is where I got mad.
Okay.
Somebody suggested shutting my buddy's business down.
What?
Yeah, they go, his business should be shut down. And that made me upset. Because, without having any of the facts, to go on social and to call for that some maniacs might believe you and call for
Right.
my buddy to shut down. I would feel terrible about that. You
Try
know,
to do something nice, help them out.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to just do something fun and goofy. So,
Yeah.
but I got called out galore on Facebook Live.
So that started off your day yesterday. Then there was an email that you got that called you out.
Yeah, someone sent me a long email, Virginia. They are no longer listening to our After the Show podcast because I swear too much.
Aww.
I'm too filthy, I'm too vulgar, and I'm ruining the KVJ brand.
Oh, really?
Yes, they're no longer a fan because of
your profanity.
My profanity on the After the Show podcast. Call out number 2.
Was it for yesterday specifically?
I think it was just a culmination of many podcasts.
Okay.
I let it fly in the podcast.
Okay, yeah.
I do. I've been told I'm allowed to.
All right.
Yes, not walking my dog correctly.
How do you walk your dog incorrectly?
Your dog should be in a harness. Your dog should be in a harness.
He's not on a leash or anything?
He's on a leash. No, so Chewy is a blind dog.
Yeah.
And he has a very large tumor on the side of his rib cage.
Okay.
So if you try to put a tumor on there, if you try to put a harness on his
It'll
back,
hit the tumor.
he just doesn't like it. He won't walk with that. So
Yeah.
I have to put him on a smaller leash. But what happens sometimes, Chewy, when he's walking, he gets a little. Sometimes he'll just want to stay still. I have to pet him, talk to him a little bit,
Yeah.
kind of calm him down. And sometimes he does that in a weird area where someone's trying to get through and they're trying to walk. And now I'm kind of blocking a car because he's in the middle of the street. And there's a car there, and he's blind. I'm like, okay, I'll be right there. So
just avoid his blind
I'm
dog
just trying to
blocking
get
traffic.
just trying to get him across. I wasn't
Yeah.
blocking traffic. The car had to stop for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
But Chewy's not moving, so I'm kneeling down. I'm talking to Chewy.
Yeah.
So it's taking a little bit longer.
People are
Your
thinking you're
dog's
having-
supposed to be in a harness. The dog should be in a harness. That's why he's not walking. I'm like, all right. Call out number 3.
Wow. Okay. And you've got more. We're only halfway there. What else were you called out for yesterday?
It's called out for having a lisp.
What?
Yeah.
Who call you out for?
When I get tired, I was real tired yesterday.
You can't help your lisp. I mean, it's just one of those things that you have. I mean, it's not a choice. It's not like a harness.
Yeah.
Well, they were trying to be nice, but they were calling me out. They go, so I noticed you have a list. This is an employee that works at a certain drugstore that I was at.
Okay.
So I'm talking to them.
So they bring that up. Be like, I noticed you have a list.
We were having like
Was it CVS?
Yes.
CVS.
It was CVS?
Yes, it was.
Don't have so many S's in your name. It's not my fault.
It's tough for me to say CVS, and I was called out.
CVS. It's very hard to say with a list.
They were
A
trying.
whisper's nightmare.
They were trying to be nice, but they're like, so I have an adult son that also has a lisp, and I think this would help you. Almost like the movie Cable Guy. Jim Carrey's character had a lisp, and Michael or Matthew Broderick's character bought him a tape to help him get the
Right,
lisp.
yeah.
Like, I know something that can help you with. He's an adult that struggles with the lisp. I'm like, all right, yeah. Call out number 4.
Wow. Okay, we're getting there. All right, call number 5. What happened yesterday?
Walmart was like Armageddon yesterday. There were so many people at the time I went to Walmart. And apparently, I swear to you on everything, I was going down the little area in the right with the arrow. This old woman, you're going down the wrong way, follow the arrows.
Oh, boy.
And at that point, I'm starting to get a little lippy now. I go, you're going the wrong
Lippy
way.
or lispy?
Damn. You too, Ralston? Yeah, you're going down the wrong way.
She's yelling at you and you're going the right way?
Yeah, I swear to you. She's barking at me. She's going the wrong way. I'm going the right way.
Ah, jeez.
Call it number 5.
People need to know, before you call somebody out, you need to make sure you're in the right.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I got called out by a listener for always wearing the same shirt in public. Every time they run into me, I'm wearing the butt chicken and seafood shirt. Like, dude, do you have other shoes? Or do you have other shirts?
We love buds.
Then the last one was I got called out for wearing the wrong kind of mask. I went to a convenience store and I had my...
Oh, you had that neck gaiter on.
They weren't letting anybody with a neck gaiter on. They go, sorry, we can't serve you unless you have a regular, proper mask on.
Yeah, that is kind of the
they wouldn't let
thing
me
now.
in.
Yeah, to let people know, those the bandanas and the neck gaiters have pretty much been called out as not very good. In fact, I think the neck gaiters, they say, spread coronavirus more. So
Twice as likely.
Yeah, so those have really...
Well,
Yeah.
I have 3 masks in my truck. I just wore the wrong one. And so I went back and got my other one.
Okay, all right.
All right.
That's a rough go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a hard day.
That was a hard day.
I can see why you don't want to leave the house.
I can see why you drink.
I don't think I'm going back on social media. Man, they're cruel, Virginia.
I know.
All right. Well, these are people that were called out. They want to know if they are the jerk or not. Got several emails here. One says, am I the jerk for refusing to name my son after my fiance's deceased brother? It says here, I'm 33 weeks pregnant. When my fiance was little, he had a brother named Alexander Donald, who tragically died in an accident. Now, my future in-laws are insisting that we name our son after Alexander. Now, I personally can't fathom this because I had an abusive ex named Alexander.
Oh.
And I can't even hear this name without thinking of my ex. So my fiance suggested, why don't we go with Donald instead? Well, I'm a Democrat, and I'm not really feeling this either for obvious reasons. So his mother then comes over with a baby blanket that had belonged to my fiance's brother. It even has the name on it. They're obsessed with the idea of having this name honored and the legacy being carried down to a new generation. At this point, I graciously try to tell them that we will not be going with the name Alexander or Donald, and this brought his mother to tears, and she now refuses to speak to me.
Oh, boy.
But I still refuse to give in. Does this make me a jerk?
No, I don't think it does at all. You need to let her know about your abusive ex named Alexander. I mean, that is glaring and a big problem, and unfortunately, it's just not going to work out that way.
I hate when families, they put this kind of like on, on the next generation. They put all this pressure on you, and how dare you not do this? They want to make all your life decisions for you, but naming your children should be up to you, right?
Absolutely.
If you want to name your kid Tennington, you can name your kid Tennington.
Yes.
Pennington.
Another post that I saw on the Am I the A-Hole website said, am I the jerk for starting a club to counter our office vegan club? It says here, one of my colleagues started a vegan club that is exclusive to our coworkers who follow a vegan, vegetarian, or pescatarian diet. If you eat any other meat, you are not welcome. Well, in response, I put together a meat-eating club.
Meat club.
Yes, a meat club exclusive to those who eat burgers and steak. Just like the vegans, we go out to eat together once a week. Well, my club has angered the vegans, and they have filed a complaint with the company's human resources department. Despite the HR complaint, my meat club was approved, but now the woman who started the vegan club refuses to talk to me. She said I am mocking her and am a complete jerk. Is she right?
I think everyone just needs to get a bit of a sense of humor about themselves. If you want to start a meat club, start a meat club. They don't believe in your veganism. Like you don't believe in eating meat. They don't believe in being vegan. Just accept your differences.
No, there's no acceptance of differences. You must fight.
And sometimes when someone's poking fun at you like that, it is kind of fun. I would say have fun with it.
Okay.
Make little games in the office. Vegans versus the meat eaters.
One of the comments I saw on the website said, this is like starting a whites-only club in response to a club for minorities, or a hetero club is retaliation for an LGBTQ plus group.
Every time I hear everyone fighting about everything, like all these things, I tell Virginia all the time, I feel like I'm aging out of Earth.
Yes.
It just seems a little silly.
And one more here. Got this email. I'll keep the person's name anonymous, but they said, am I the jerk for not letting my sister bring her boyfriends around anymore? My sister tends to date guys that have a shady past and are not trustworthy people. I've always given her the benefit of the doubt, but I just found out that her last boyfriend that was in her life for 5 years and spent a lot of time with our family, including coming to the birth of my first child, my wedding, holidays, and any other events, was a former drug dealer. In fact, they met right when he got out of prison, and he spent 5 years in our life and then apparently did some really shady things, and that's why the relationship ended with my sister. Fast forward to a year later, and she's with somebody else that is just as shady. I really don't like this guy. I get very bad vibes from him, and he's already lied to my sister, and it seems like they fight a lot recently. Well, I have told my sister that I'm not cool with her bringing this boyfriend around, and she is completely upset and said that I am a jerk. But I just don't trust her judgment in men, and I don't believe she's bringing good people around my children. Now that I'm a mom, I feel like I have to be protective. Am I a jerk?
Here's the thing, man. Adults are going to do what they're going to want to do. When you start getting and starting to block people because of the person they're with, they're not going to break up with them usually.
No, you have the opposite effect. You push them together because now they're tormented lovers that everybody's trying to tear apart.
So at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, what's more important? Do you want to put a blockade on your relationship with your loved ones, or do you want to make an adjustment and try to be slightly flexible and have some kind of relationship with your sister?
My question to the person who said in the email is, do you believe that this boyfriend is putting your kids in harm's way as they're there? Do you see, are you afraid there's going to be a drive-by drug hit?
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, what are you thinking about why you're saying that your sister can't bring her boyfriends around anymore because she only dates shady dudes?
That's a good point. Oh yeah, if it's just because he's a douche, then I think you need to make an adjustment. If it's something with danger, well, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what she's saying. The last guy had done prison time for drugs, and he was a drug dealer, and he was around at my wedding, the birth of my kids, and all that kind of stuff. And you never know when violence might strike out its ugly hand against somebody that is in that line of work. So is she a jerk for not letting her sister bring her new?
Well, it's a different
boyfriend
situation, though. You're putting old baggage in a new cart here.
Yeah, you can't let the new guy have to pay the price for the old guy's sins. Every guy's different.
Stop putting old pizza in a new box.
Oh, good pizza analogy.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Any thoughts, or you got your own Am I a Jerk scenario? You can go ahead and send us your emails, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. And you can always sound off here at the KVJ Show, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Coming up in a couple of minutes, time for another round of Entrepreneur. We pick out 2 random words, and we got to put it together into a make-believe product and pitch it.
This game's fun, but it's tough.
It's fun and tough, and we're going to do it coming up next.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
All right, time to pitch your great ideas in a game of Entrepreneur. You pull out 2 different words, and then you got to create a product out of it and pitch it. That is the name of the game. We'll see who can do the best job at this. All righty, Denny's has got the words all ready to go here, and we got to draw out the cards, too, to see who is going to be pitching and in which order.
This is a fun game. I'm wondering if any KVJ Nationers have tried to play this yet.
I don't know. They could easily. Just need a couple words and just go for it.
It's a fun drinking game.
It is. I make Denny's play KVJ games sometimes.
You do.
Like,
Poor
come on,
guy.
Denny.
I can't get away from it.
Can we please play No Name Movie game?
He's like, didn't we do this already today? Okay. All right. I drew out a 10 of diamonds.
Oh, it's a good pick.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Virginia's picking her card.
Okay. I got a queen.
Oh.
Okay.
A queen for a queen.
Mm-hmm. Bird, what you got?
Cool. 3.
Okay. And Denny's, pull out your card there. Let's see what you got.
Got a 7.
Okay.
Going
and
first
then,
is rough.
Yeah. Okay. And we'll get suits in here. Okay. So Virginia, you got a queen. Okay. So it goes Bird, Denny's, Kev, V, and then suits.
Got it.
Okay. All right, Jaybird, you get to step up to the challenge cup first. Pick out 2 words to pitch to us here in Entrepreneur.
First word.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my! It's too big. It's pizza. I'm gonna blow it. It's too big. Pizza.
Boy.
I'm too excited. Breathe, Bird. Pizza.
Come on. All the ideas you have about pizza?
Pizza? Wow.
How can you blow this?
This is perfect.
Yeah.
Pizza zombie?
Wow. Pizza zombie.
Gosh.
Wow.
Or zombie
okay.
pizza.
Yeah.
Or zombie pizza. Oh, it's too big. I'm gonna blow it. All right.
Oh, this
Get
is
the craziest combos.
Yeah. Okay, you ready for your pitch?
I am.
All right, let's see what Jaybird can come up with here.
Are your loved ones dead, and did they love pizza? Well, let's bring them back to life by making them into a pizza zombie. We here at Pizza University have the best instructors and associates that know about science and pizza. We can bring back the dead, living with pizza. Pizza zombie. Buy it today. Brains, no pizza.
Wait, hold on, explain this product
What
to me.
is it?
I still don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
I can't even, wait, what are you doing?
You're bringing back my loved one?
What?
With a pizza technology.
Bring him back from the
I don't know what to tell
dead.
you guys. Pizza zombie. Pizza zombie.
Is he using ingredients for a pizza for a seance?
He's basically. Do you want part two? Pizza zombie.
I heard the pitch. If I heard that commercial, I go, what?
What are they selling?
I know I'm high, but
Basically, you're bringing back your loved ones and you're using pizza ingredients, and they're going to be coming back with pizza ingredients in them as a pizza zombie, and you can eat them.
If they
Pizza
get out
zombie!
of line.
Yeah, that's all I got.
okay.
Going first sucks, dog.
I hear you. That's why we draw. All right, Denny's, it is your turn here. Entrepreneur, picking out 2 different words. Let's make a product out of it.
First one, I got string.
All right. And
Shirt.
Oh.
string and
Shirt string.
String and shirt. All right.
All right.
See what Denny's can cook up here. You ready, Denny's?
I am ready.
All righty.
We all know it's cool to make your own things these days, and the coolest, latest trend is making your own t-shirts from one giant piece of string. It's kind of rolled up like a ramen noodle. You kind of just unweave it, and we have the instructions. You can make your own shirt however you want it, whatever size you want, small, medium, large, extra large, whatever you want. There's plenty of string. It'll take a while. It'll be a lot of fun. The kids can watch. You can check it out. $19.99, Walmart.
All right.
Strings.
String.
I forgot the name of the product.
That's so hard.
String shirt. It's tough, man. It's tough.
It's challenging. It's challenging. Okay, we've had pizza zombie and shirt string. Okay,
Any takers yet? Anybody want these inventions?
All righty, I've got silence, and detector.
Silence detector.
A silence detector. Okay. All right. Time to pitch a product. Do you just need to get away? Are your kids annoying the heck out of you? Everywhere you go in life, it's noisy. Well, you need a silence detector. Where can you go where there's actually peace and quiet? You think it's going to be on your toilet, but then your kids show up. You go to a library and all of a sudden there's a fight over a book. Well, if you use the silence detector, it'll let you know where there's peace and quiet, and then you can run to that corner of the world and just relax and nothing but quiet serenity now. The silence detector, available now at Walmart for only $19.99. Silence detector! Okay.
You pumped to go, V?
I'm so pumped.
Virginia still doesn't want to go.
We've had a rough round.
I don't know. I got to say, I feel very confident with Pizza Zombie.
I thought the silence detector, I think you might be able to find some buyers.
I make no apologies or adjustments to my product.
All right, Virginia, well, maybe you can save the whole round here with yours.
All right, my first word is oil.
Okay.
And my second word is pants.
Oil pants.
You got this. I think you have some experience with this.
I think I can figure out a way to use oil pants.
Okay. Let's see what you got. You ready for this?
Ready.
All righty.
Did you pack on the pounds over quarantine like I did? Is your ass a little bit too big to fit in your jeans? Well, if it is, you need oil pants. Yeah, these suckers slide right on because they're lubed up from the inside. You're not going to struggle with getting your jeans over your muffin top. These pants are so greasy, they're going to slide right over that sweet muffin top. Oil pants are comfortable. They feel great in the cold or in the heat. Oil pants, they're all the rage. Everybody's wearing them. Get yours today at Kmart.
Oil pants!
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Who doesn't need lubed up pants?
I think you did the best other than Pizza Zombie.
Okay.
Again, your relative is made of pizza?
I don't know.
It's very weird.
The scientists will figure that out.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Suits.
All right, let's do this.
Soups.
Soups. Here, pass him the cup.
All right.
All right, let's see what we got. First word is space.
Okay.
And
What
the
you can do with that?
second word is rocket.
Space rocket. They already have that.
They have
I was
that.
going to say, I think that's
You gotta
already...
pick a second better word. You can't pick space rocket.
Dog collar.
Okay, this one also says rocket, so I'm going to have to go
We
with
had rocket in there twice?
Yes, they both say rocket.
Oh, boy.
I think one says pocket, actually.
Does it say
Yeah, it
pocket?
says pocket.
Ooh, space pocket.
Oh, man, that is really not written all that well. Okay,
right,
the space pocket.
Okay. Is that what you want to go with? You can pull two.
Okay, I'll pull
that. I pulled two new ones here.
Okay, we got mirror.
All right. That's workable.
And phone.
Mirror phone.
I think I had that as a kid.
A mirror phone?
It was an LG Shine with a mirror as the screen.
Really? So they've already done this product?
Yeah, how come I keep getting stuff we've already done?
I don't know.
Clown.
Okay.
Ninja.
Oh,
That works.
Okay, there's definitely...
That
Okay.
works. It works.
Clown ninja sounds fun.
It works.
Or ninja clown.
Okay.
Are you ready, Suits?
Let's do this.
All right.
Is it time to spice up that boring kids' party? Everybody's already had a clown. You need something different. You need the Ninja Clown. That's right, a martial arts clown. What's going to spice up the party better? From everything you can imagine, he's got the sword, he's got everything, and he'll teach your kid how to be a ninja while also teaching you how to do some fun balloon animals. It's the best of both worlds. The Ninja Clown. Rent yours today at ninjaclown.com.
Ninja Clown! Yeah! All righty. There you go. Okay.
Great fun. It doesn't have to be good. It's just about fun and laughter, I think.
I don't know. I think people love the Ninja Clown.
Okay.
I just ordered 3 of them.
Got a favorite product? You can let us know. 877-979-WRMF.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Yeah. Good. So many people on meth. Ow!
Honestly, I would caution you against interacting with anybody who's on Four Loko, but definitely this 61-year-old guy in Stewart who was wearing, of course, a Hawaiian shirt and khaki shorts, I believe. Apparently he's all hopped up on Four Lokos, and he was swinging a 5-foot tree branch at cars.
Oh, my.
He apparently had vehicles stopped at Southeast Salerno Road and was then going up to the cars and tapping on their windows.
That's when I blow the light.
boy.
I'm not sticking around to see how this plays out.
There must be something with those Four Lokos, because that's one of the craziest top 5 I've ever seen Virginia on the Four Loko.
They make you insane.
And you almost gave me one. Thank God I did not.
It's got Loco in the name. I mean, what are you expecting?
It's like 9:30. I'm like, what are you drinking? Four Loko?
It's bad stuff. Yeah, his blood alcohol level was 0.212, which is more than twice the legal limit to drive. So he was hammered. Heather Smith and her husband were on their cabin cruiser near a small island about 10 miles northwest of Clearwater when she sought retribution for a spat they had earlier. So Heather opened up the port hatch, which is located in the roof of the interior cabin bedroom, and proceeded to urinate on her husband, who was asleep in the bed below.
Oh, he's going to be pissed.
When her husband... Yes. When her husband exited the cabin area following his golden shower, Heather then allegedly bit him in the stomach area.
She don't play.
She's feisty.
Wow. She was then arrested for domestic battery.
Get her in a hardcore match.
Yeah.
Wow. That is quite a combo there, huh? He comes up here, wait, what did you stab him? Oh, chomp.
She sounds gross.
Yeah.
You don't think there's any way she's a 9 or above?
No.
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 It's impossible.
Yeah.
She's gross.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah. It may have been a bad mugshot, but I put her under a 2.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Tough round. There's a 78-year-old guy in Arkansas that got arrested for leaving dead animals on a neighbor's grave 5 years after he had died. Talk about holding a grudge, huh?
Dude, let it go.
Thank
he cannot.
you.
Oh my
What the hell?
That person is messed up.
Guy's been dead for 5 years and he's still trying to get this dude.
You win. You win. He died.
Do they know what the beef was between the two?
They don't know what the beef was, but it's so weird that this 78-year-old guy, when he would go and drop the dead carcasses off on the guy's grave, he would dress up as a woman, hoping to not be identified.
What the hell, man?
Twisted.
You need to make a movie about that guy.
That guy is psycho, and he's definitely, if he hasn't murdered, he's thinking about
That
it.
would be such a creepy little storyline. And the guy's putting dead animals on a gravesite, dressing up as a woman to trick everyone.
That's totally like a Stephen King novel.
It is.
That guy's going through something.
I gotta look into that story more.
There's a guy in Maine that tried to steal a car by hitting the owner with a Bible. The victim was able to pull the guy from the vehicle, though, and the guy took off running, and police found him later hiding behind a house. They recovered the Bible and charged the guy with robbery and assault and probation violation. But
should you forgive quicker because it was hit with the Bible?
If you actually are reading it and you're like going, oh, okay, maybe forgiveness, let me turn to that chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is Proverbs?
Proverbs? That's a good book.
Okay.
Yeah.
See? All right, V.
Okay. Several verses on forgiveness.
But Kevin likes them all. He likes all the good books.
Of course.
All the good books. It is my favorite, though. You know that. It's Sword of the Spirit. A St. Pete, Florida guy broke into his ex-roommate's apartment and attacked her with a sack of potatoes. The 34-year-old got into his former roommate's apartment through a window and then hit her hard enough with the sack of potatoes that it left a mark.
If you went full gorilla on me with a sack of potatoes, you would leave some damage.
Oh, absolutely. Potatoes don't play.
Yeah, have you ever been hit with a potato in the head? It's no picnic.
No, but I know they can hurt. Yeah, they're tough.
How'd you take a potato to the head?
When you play baseball, man, you are just around animals constantly. People are chucking things always.
Play a game of dodge potato?
Yeah, people drunk.
That could hurt. There's a YouTuber that's invented a new gun that shoots masks onto people's faces. And if you look at his YouTube video, it'll tell you how to build your own.
I don't think he's being serious, but it does do it.
That would be kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure that would not cause any kind of issues.
There's also a guy that built a Spider-Man web shooter to squirt hand sanitizer.
Ooh.
All good things we need in this COVID era.
But I don't know if So he has it on him?
What?
He has the sanitizer on him? Is that what you said?
He shoots it.
Yeah. Do people want that from a stranger? You want some sanitizer? You'd be like, get the hell away from me.
I don't want to be squirt with anything from a
I don't
stranger.
know, what else is what else is going on in that thing?
Yeah. Most guys aren't going to squirt hand sanitizer at you. It's going to be some other kind of mysterious fluid.
I'm not taking your hand sanitizer, dude, on the street, squirting it in my hand.
There are several Six Flags locations that are going to try to do their annual Halloween events this year. You know, the Halloween Horror Nights got canceled.
Yes.
The Universal. So the challenge is, and they say they're going to do it, they are still going to scare you, but instead of coming up to you at Six Flags, they're going to scare you from 6 feet away.
That's not nearly as frightening.
No.
Kind of see that one coming.
Yeah. There's a new study that found a phone can tell whether or not a person is drunk by using its sensors to monitor their walking.
Oh, that would totally work.
Yeah. Do you have a slower step?
Definitely.
Yeah, they say so in the future our phones could actually warn us when we've drank too much and we're not okay to drive.
Huh.
Send you a little message, be like, you are not okay. I can tell by the way you're walking.
And then people would start complaining, well, my app told me that I was fine to drive, even though I had 19 shots of tequila.
Yeah.
My app told me.
And listen to this. There's a guy that has this rare condition. It causes him to feel drunk after eating carbs. If he has pasta or bread, he starts to feel hammered because it ferments in his stomach.
Oh my gosh, I would really struggle. It would be, you have to get me in rehab.
So then he becomes drunk?
Yes. He starts feeling tipsy because of the carbohydrates and how they react in his gut.
You ever
That's
had
messed up.
You ever do that though? Eat a bunch of carbs and it kind of knocks you out a little bit. You're like, oh my gosh, I felt a little woozy.
No, not woozy.
You don't
but
do carbs right, though.
I don't do carbs like you do.
I do carb on carb.
You're a pizza zombie.
Yes, you are. Uh-huh. So what this guy did, he wound up getting a fecal transplant from his 22-year-old daughter.
What?
This is a fecal transplant. This is where the stool of a healthy person is transferred into the gastrointestinal tract of a patient whose gut bacteria needs rebalancing.
Huh.
I'm gonna order breakfast.
He got his kid's poo put in him?
Yes, and they say his symptoms of drunkenness vanished and were still gone when the team followed up with him 34 months later.
Okay, the only way to live is you have to, it's either from me, Virginia, Suits, or Denny's. Whose poop do you take to survive out of the 4?
What are we talking about?
So if
Fecal transplant?
Yeah, who do you get it from? Out of the 4 of us.
Whose poo do I want? Yours.
Me? I'd go Virginia.
Why?
I feel like she's very on top of her health when it comes to all that stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
on the gut bacteria. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't in the right headspace to answer this thoughtfully.
You threw him for a loop.
I was like, wait, what? Huh? What am I doing?
You threw him for a poop loop.
I apologize.
And I'm like, wait, what's this question?
I'm sorry.
What am I doing?
Okay. All right, that's a good thought. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I see you thought it through a lot more than I had.
Definitely Virginia.
I wasn't prepared.
All right, I'm happy to donate.
And finally, almost 2 years ago, a boy in New Zealand told his parents a Lego had somehow become lodged up his nose, so they took him to a doctor. The doctor assured them it would most likely make its way through his digestive tract. And recently, the kid, who's now 7, sniffed a cupcake and felt a pain in his nose. So his mother helped him blow his nose, thinking like some crumbs might come out. And it was the Lego piece in the tissue.
Oh my gosh.
This happened to my oldest sister. She put a Matchbox little tire up her nose and it got stuck, and she was afraid to tell my mom she did it. So for like the whole day, she's acting all squirrely. They had to put all kinds of pepper in her nose. That didn't work. She went to the doctor. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, this was up the kid's nose for years.
Years?
Whoa.
Yeah, and I guess like it, your body surrounds stuff like in mucus or whatever to protect it, and he didn't complain of any kind of discomfort the entire time.
Wow.
And it just came out 2 years later.
That makes me think, what's stuck up my nose? From when I was
Let's find out.
I was a curious kid, man.
Yes.
You have tiny nostrils.
I do.
I don't think you're getting anything up there.
Doesn't mean I didn't try to put something in it.
Okay. All right, there you go. And that is your whacked out news.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Shop thousands of 2016 through 2020 vehicles with super low miles. Priced thousands below retail right now at offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF, Palm Beach.
Okay, make up or break up here. What would you do in these scenarios? You staying or you gone? Let's say you're dating somebody and they admit to you that they like you, but if they would have met your best friend first, they probably would have asked them out. Would you end the relationship over that?
Oh, that's so sad.
And the fact that you're telling me this
Why
right
would
there
you- yeah.
shows you we don't belong together anyway. You know what? Wallace Pennington, it's heard enough. I'm out.
Maybe they said it in jest, be like going, I love you and you're great. I'm glad we're together. But boy, if I'd have met your best friend first, look out.
You should never
what?
say that to anybody.
It's kind of a mean dig.
And it just says that you're like tone deaf.
Right. Yeah, it's very callous towards my feelings. I don't know if I want to be with somebody
Well,
like
now
that.
you're going to start thinking every time that friend comes over, or is she lusting?
Gives you insecurities. It's almost like they want you to have insecurities.
Yeah, mind games, out.
Okay. What about this one? You and your partner have been together for a couple of years when they forget your birthday. You wait all day for them to acknowledge it, but by the next morning, they still haven't said a word. Would you end the relationship over that?
Hell no.
No.
If they're treating me good and they forgot my birthday, very forgivable for me.
Okay. Not a big deal. Maybe they got something else on their mind.
Yeah.
What am I, 5?
You've been with your partner for a little while when you find out that they cheated in their last relationship. It wasn't that they were unhappy or that there were problems in the relationship. They just slipped up. Would you end the relationship if you found out that they were a cheater in one or more previous relationships?
No. If they didn't cheat on me, I don't think, people sometimes cheat and they make mistakes and they learn from it and then they do better.
I'm too good. They're not going to cheat on me.
I don't think you can punish somebody for mistakes they made in a relationship that wasn't even you.
What if in that relationship they murdered? I think you can punish that person.
Somebody should, and it's actually called
the law.
Yeah.
Call the cops.
Yes. The legal system should break you up.
You threw something in there at the very end. You said one or more. If it's a one and done time,
Right.
Virginia's right. People make mistakes and it's the past. But if it's something where they had it shows it's a character thing and they did it with more than one person, I'm gonna be suspect. It's gonna be tough for me to get that out of my head.
It doesn't seem fair, but I think that you would look at them like, I'm not sure I fully trust them. I would just think.
Yes, I think the human part of your spirit would go to that point. Now, if you guys have a great relationship, I do believe people can change. They just don't a lot of times, but people can change.
Okay. What about this one? Would you have this a makeup or a breakup? A person that you don't necessarily trust tells you they saw your partner kissing someone else. Their story could be possible. It does kind of work out where it's like, yeah, I guess that could have happened.
Was it at boys' night?
It could have been at boys' night, but your partner denies the allegations. Would you end the relationship?
From just an allegation?
It's an allegation, yes.
No, I have to investigate and I have to take my partner's word.
I also, too, think... Okay, because to me, Denny's he's an untouchable in my life. I trust him with everything.
Yeah.
And if I was with somebody and Denny's pulled me aside and said, Bird, I'm telling you right now, as your boy, I would believe it without a doubt, 110%, because I know that cat. He's not going to lie to me.
Yeah.
But those people are very few and far between.
Right. That's the only person. If they come with that kind of credibility, then you might end a relationship over that.
It's got to be an untouchable in my life, and they got to have the facts, and it's got to be...
And they're looking out for your...
Yes, but if it's just somebody that... Hearsay, bar talk, a friend of a friend. No, absolutely not. Don't believe that.
Well, especially that slimy person, too. The first thing I think is like, okay, they're just trying to sabotage the happiness of my life. They don't... You ever have those people they really don't like you?
Yes.
Yes.
And, of course, they're just rooting for chaos in your life.
Kevin to get COVID.
Yes. Right. Oh, please be COVID.
Oh, he's being too positive. Oh, I think it's that COVID.
Oh, I can't wait for that guy to get it.
That's how COVID teaches people a lesson. They get the most positive guy out there.
Oh, I know.
You're right.
People were rooting for it. They're like, yes, people were very pro-COVID.
For you specifically.
They wanted you to have it.
Oh, I know.
Which is always nice when you're at home suffering from bronchitis.
On, be COVID. It's only bronchitis. All right, last one here. Makeup or breakup. Your partner is very flirty. It's their personality, and you have no reason to think that they're cheating on you, but their flirting does make you feel uncomfortable. Would you end the relationship?
If you sit and talk to them and have a legit conversation and say, this bothers me, I understand you're not cheating, it's just something about me, it makes me feel disrespected in front of other people, people talk, blah, blah. If you have a legit conversation and then they don't change, then I would have a tough time with it. Flirting can suck, man. If you're flirting with other people in front of your mate, that's disrespectful, I feel. I don't like that crap.
And if it goes on for a while, it's going to be, maybe at first you kind of just laugh it off like, that's just how they are. They're just flirty. But after a while, it's going to be grating on you and you're going to resent them.
Here's the problem with that. Not everyone involved is going to think you're just playing around. People who you're flirting with, there's going to be guys that are going to think you are ready and DTF, and they're going to take that flirting.
Absolutely.
They're not going to know how to handle it. You're putting our relationship in a tricky situation. Baby, why you want to do that?
But it's just who I am.
Well, then
I'm just flirty.
Then go.
Sorry, you're so insecure.
Well, then that's why I love being single.
You can't handle
Insecure and fancy free. It's great.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Got a movie that you absolutely love, but there's just a scene you got to skip every time. It's just like, ooh, I can't do it. I like the movie Scarface. I cannot watch the chainsaw scene that they have.
It's tough for me, too, because me and you are kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? wussies.
Yes. It's just too much. I'm like, okay, you could have just gone vroom and fired it up, and then I get it. Like, I don't need to see it.
I'm with you. Too much gore, it gets to me. I'm like, I can't watch.
Okay.
Too much.
I know it's gritty. That's just too much for me.
For me, The Wolf of Wall Street, I love that movie. But there's this one scene where Leo's the character, he takes these Quaaludes, and he just cannot get to his car. He can't park. He's trying to walk. It takes forever. And it gives me anxiety to watch that scene. I skip it.
Yeah, when movies do that kind of, and there's a lot of anxiety, and they extend it too long, I'm like, I can't take anymore. Like,
I want to relax.
Yeah, I got maybe a 15-second window of anxiety before I'm like, all right, I can't even deal with this.
And once you've seen it once, you're like, all right, I get what's going to happen here. I don't have to see him struggle getting to the car on Quaaludes.
Right. There are other parts of movies that just seem to be unnecessary. Like, why do they even put that in there? I don't get that. A lot of people will cite the trip to Hawkeye's farm in Avengers Age of Ultron. They're like, well, why do we even do that? Why do we have to go there? Like, that had nothing really to do with the movie. There may be a side conversation that happens.
What's your opinion on that, Virginia?
Avengers? I haven't seen it. I don't like superheroes.
A little complaint about Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, and even Return to the King. Anytime Liv Tyler is on screen speaking Elvish, I got to fast forward. It makes me cringe.
Look, I get Lord of the Rings is amazing. I'm like an hour and 15 minutes into it. The first one?
Yeah.
When's the action start, dog? Gandalf's throwing some magic balls around and stuff. That's all I got.
It does take a while. Yeah, it is a long play.
I got a fighting gorilla on a horse?
Yeah.
What is that in that movie?
They could reduce it.
All right.
Yeah, but if you go through all three, I liked them.
I'm at an hour 15.
Okay.
I'm
the
watching
first one's really slow. I really like the second one. The third one's pretty good, but the first one, without a doubt, is the slowest.
Okay. Because Gandalf's cool. I like him.
Yeah.
But it's Gandalf's the old wizard?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a slow build in that. And I do notice that Lord of the Rings, a scene goes on for 15 minutes, and it could have been done in 2. That's just kind of the way it goes.
Anytime we talk movies and are critical, man, some people, the Lord of the Rings fans are going to let us hear it, Kev.
Okay. I feel like it was very flattering on that. I get the Elvish thing, though. Michelle's on here from West Palm Beach. It's a great movie with a bad scene you skip every time. What is it, Michelle, for you?
It's the torture scene. When James Bond is being tortured, beaten down low. I can't take that.
Too much. Yeah, Casino Royale is the Bond movie. Yeah, you're right. They will. It's just any scene that goes on too long. It's like, I get it.
Rocky 2, when Adrian has the problems with her pregnancy and she's in the hospital and Rocky won't fight and he's by her bedside
It
all the time.
slows the movie down a lot, doesn't it?
God, I got to fast forward it.
I guess they wanted to slow it down, but
it worked.
It did work. It just wasn't really that enjoyable. Some of the other ones people were saying, the sloth scene in Zootopia. My kids find it hysterical. I find it obnoxious. Do you know that one, Virginia?
I don't know that one. The one I'm thinking of that I hate is the end of Steel Magnolias. Why does Julia Roberts' character have to die?
Damn, spoiler alert.
Because it's not sad enough, yeah.
Ugh, the movie is so good and so wonderful up until then. And you're just like, why?
Not my Trudy or Ruby or Trudy. What was her name? Trudy? Ruby? In the movie?
I can't remember her character's name.
I think it's Trudy.
I think there is a Trudy in the movie.
Shelby.
Shelby is the daughter.
Close.
Shelby.
I knew there was something B.
Same thing with The Notebook. Somebody had texted and said, yeah, it's a great movie, but I always have to stop it for the ending because I don't like watching Allie lose her memory of Noah.
I thought the ending was hilarious.
Best comedy of the year.
Notebook. I saw that in the theater.
Ugh.
There's some comedies that have, like some of them I'll turn off. I know Old School was a movie I would watch all the time over and over again because it's very funny up to a point, and then after a certain point, I'm like, I don't need to watch anymore.
I don't like the part, and I love Will Ferrell, but I don't like the part with him in that movie when he's at home with the mom with the meatloaf.
Mom with the meatloaf.
Oh, that's Wedding Crashers. I'm getting confused. That's the one. There's my pick for Wedding Crashers.
Okay, all right. I was going to say, I don't remember that part of Old School.
Same movie.
They did that with Monty Python and the Holy Grail. In fact, I think they even said they ran out of money, so they had to just end the movie, and it looks like it. It
That's
looks like they
depressing.
were just like, hey, we just ran out of money, so this is how we ended it.
Tombstone, where they're riding the horses together. It's the love interest part. It really slows the movie down, man.
A lot of Tombstone fans out there.
There is. I know you guys
Yeah.
have not seen it. There are Tombstone
Okay.
fans of the movie and the pizza.
Okay.
Can I get an amen?
Gaga, along with Ariana Grande, going to be performing at the MTV Video Music Awards coming up next Sunday night. You can see it airing live 8 p.m. They're going to be doing Rain on Me. That is from Gaga's latest album, Chromatica. Apparently how they're going to do it is they're going to record performances at various locations across New York City.
Okay.
To socially distance and keep everybody away from each other.
I like that song a lot by Gaga, but I also like some sad Gaga, too.
Yeah, of course you do.
Well, Gaga,
You
sad.
love weepy anything.
But I do. I like that. I like the Rah 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 song.
Oh, yeah. It's got a little beat. Picks you up.
Yeah,
makes you feel good.
Makes me want to dance.
Yeah.
We need
Absolutely.
More, by the way, we need a little bit more dancing in the studio. Just saying. Yeah, I ain't getting none. Dancing by myself.
Yes.
A couple other great movies with bad scenes. A lot of them had to do with just they're too gory. Somebody said The Silence of the Lambs when Hannibal Lecter is in the birdcage and attacks the guard bringing him dinner. Can't watch it.
Yeah.
It's a little much. The Braveheart torture scene, pretty tough. Somebody else said the beginning scene in American History X when the kid gets his head stomped into the curb stomped.
The violent stuff is tough, but then there's just some that are boring or they give you anxiety.
You're right. The bear scene in the movie Revenant is horrific.
I like that part.
You do. That one you watch, huh?
Does he get mauled by a bear?
I don't want to give away too much, but yes.
Does he die?
I don't want to give away too much, but I don't give away too much. Yeah, I'm gonna back out. That's not that old of a movie.
That one you gotta.
Yeah, I think that's.
We can ruin the Notebook. We just can't ruin the Revenant.
Notebook's 15 years old.
Yeah.
Revenant's only a couple.
Yeah. Okay. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, we got a round of which one is better. What do you think? Fast food or sit-down restaurant? Ooh. Which one is better? Think about your choice and why. Coming up next.
The KVJ Show. Mornings and the best variety of the 2000s, 10s, and today. 97.9 WRMF.
You can only choose one. Which one is better? International vacation or a new TV? What do you think, Virginia?
Right now, I'm going TV.
Yes, right. But let's say in a COVID-free era.
Definitely international vacation.
Okay, over a new TV?
Yeah.
Okay. I love the TVs. Big fan of them because I love sports. Nothing better than that. But so this is real close. But I do have to say I think international vacation tops having a new TV. Jay-Bird?
So I'm going to probably go TV, and here's why. Because I'm in the market of getting one. I need one, and I want the biggest one. I'm assuming
big dog, yeah.
I'm assuming that it's the big dog you would be getting here.
Yeah, you get they make them like 80 inches, maybe even bigger now. Who knows?
I'm gonna use that. I don't have a passport, so yeah, TV.
Yeah, okay. Makes it easier. Okay, what do you think? Fast food or sit-down restaurant? What do you prefer?
Well, let's just break this down. There's sometimes we're in the mood to be a little dirty, and there's sometimes we want to be a little classy.
Yeah.
So both have their place in this world.
Sure, but you only get to choose one. Which one is better?
With that said, the best of a sit-down versus fast food, it would be sit-down.
Yeah, I got to go with that. I love the people watching. To me, that is just the genius of a great restaurant. The food is a big part of it, clearly. But when you sit down and they've just got all the ambiance, like it's all the little knickknacks and things done, and the lighting is perfect, and the music is great, and the people that work there, it just all ties together into one great, it is a work of art.
It's special. You
Yes,
feel
it is.
fancy.
Yes.
It's hard to feel fancy in the fast food drive-through line.
I get butterflies in my stomach, seriously. When I know I'm going to a restaurant that I love, I'm going to sit down. It's going to be all cozy.
It's fun.
It's an excitement for me.
I miss it.
I do. I miss going to the restaurants. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
It's a big part of my life, Kevin.
Good news is a lot of them are opening up.
Yeah.
Pretty much everywhere.
I know. I did my first. Me and Mags did our first dinner.
Yeah.
Since March, out somewhere where we sat down. We sat outside, but
Do you want to do? Me and you go out to dinner. It's on the Bird. We'll do a Facebook Live video, and the people can shame us. Are you in?
I love it.
All right, let's do it, man.
I live to be shamed.
I'm in it.
Okay, which one is better, spring or fall?
Fall.
Yeah, I go with fall too. When you throw in football, I mean, it's not even close.
I think I'm fatter in the spring. In the fall, I'm starting to become fat. I'm coming out of my skinny phase. Yeah, I'm going to go with fall.
Okay. I will tell you, though, the spring in South Florida, and if we're talking about South Florida, not up north, the spring has great weather, and we have a lot of our best social events are always in the spring. And I do love a lot of things that go on. You got the Honda Classic, you got spring training baseball. It just, you have that run of a month where it's like every weekend when you don't have a pandemic, there's something awesome that is going on. And so it's close, and it's still hot here until like the first or second week in November. So your fall, for the most part, in South Florida is still crazy hot.
Keep in mind, fall, you've got things like Halloween, cheese logs for Christmas.
I know. Football is the whole thing. If you took football out of the equation, spring wins for me in South Florida. But when you throw in football, fall wins.
Gosh, I would do anything for a cheese log.
It's coming up.
It is coming up.
Toilet paper, you go over, you go under.
Over.
Yeah, I think over is the right way. My wife goes under, and it just drives me, when it's hanging down the wall, I'm like, no.
I don't know if I'm taking bathroom tips from your wife.
Yeah, no. I'm just happy she's actually going in there.
I don't know what I think. I just whatever.
He has no idea.
I think I just put it. It's probably different every single time. Honestly,
yeah, you do both.
And what freedom just to live like that and not care and just
just to have no one on your ass about stuff,
and to not even notice to care. Well, I know that I put it over because I'm kind of annoyingly, attentive to that sort of stuff. But I wish I wasn't.
Yeah, I usually have them on a shelf thingy too. A lot of times, my bathroom's got shelves for toilet paper. I don't know.
You don't have it on a roll?
Yeah, you have it on a roll, but sometimes the rolls are cheap. They break. It's easier just to grab and.
So you keep, and then you wipe yourself, and then you put the roll back up on
your backup roll's right there.
But do you use the roller?
I try to use the roller, dog.
Okay, but not often does it work?
No, it didn't work. I'm just saying, different strokes, different folks. We got to stop this judgment of the way people wipe their
I'm just
butt.
trying to figure out what you're doing with your TP.
I think I am trying to figure it out as we go right now, too.
Can you make a video?
Yes, I will.
I need a
Because I'm not getting
pooing
the
video.
visualization.
For you, because you're down and out, Mama.
I need to know what you're doing in there.
I need to know, too.
You want a bathroom video?
I think he's dropping deuce and standing up, picking a roll off the shelf, and then sitting back down. I'm trying to...
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to figure out what you're doing.
I keep all of my stacks of toilet paper up there. That's what I'm saying.
But do you put it on a roll?
Yes, it's on a roll.
Okay.
But if it breaks, you put it up there. If the roll breaks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The roller breaks?
The roller breaks. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's so harsh.
He wipes hard.
He does.
Hamburger hands, hamburger butt.
I've never busted a roll.
Hamburger butt.
And cups in the cupboard, you go right side up or upside down?
Right side up.
Really?
I do.
See, I go the other way because I feel like it can start filling up with germs and funk that way. So if you have the rim down, then it's not going to be, all these germs and things aren't going to be collecting inside of your receptacles, your cups. That's my thought. Could be wrong, though. Jay Bird?
I'm afraid to answer.
You probably do both. Right to know.
I usually just keep them in the plastic bag I get from Publix.
Solo cups.
Rip it open. And I use red Solo cups.
Oh, man, the bachelor life, baby.
I'm very classy.
Yeah, the bachelor life. All right, need a little bit of perspective in your life, a positive thought. Luckily, we got Jay Bird here to wrap us up with his thought for the day.
I know my girl, the witch, over here is struggling, so I'm dedicating this to you.
Oh, thank you, Bird.
What worries you masters you.
Is it bad that I don't understand?
Yes.
That's a good thing. That means it's very, very wise. Let him marinate. It's going to hit you at noon.
You just made me feel dumb.
No.
Well, you got all these problems and you're stupid?
Yeah.
Wow.
On top of everything else and your spider bite, you're just dumb.
You got a lot going on.
That went well.
Yeah. Positivity.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.